Hello, everyone, and welcome to Fireside Cast. So we're back again for some more AsiaFortress Invite Spring 2026 action. We had the lower bracket final a couple of weeks ago, but tonight we've got the all-important Grand Final coming up. And I see this in-game announcement just gone out. I can see people flooding in, keen to watch some AsiaFortress action. So we'll get ourselves ready for that. But I'm Benpl, not a native to AsiaFortress, but I've done a couple of the games in the past where they've been over on Fireside. We've got siyo in production as well. Always keen to get involved in that. I've got Luke joining me on cast. How are you doing, Luke? You hyped for some AsiaFortress invite action today?
Yes, sir. I'm really excited. Like, it's actually my first game I'm actually watching, and happens to be the grand final. So I'm really excited what the talent has to offer, just overall in the region, anyways. So yeah, I'm excited to commentate on that as well.
Yeah, well, we'll have to see what's going on. We've always had a long season. And the way the AsiaFortress works, they kind of the organizations look more like freeform. It's not like we see in Europe, right? We like try and slam through playoffs in like a weekend. They're a lot more, laissez-faire with getting their games organized like that. So these playoffs have actually spanned quite a long time. Like we had the low bracket final 2 weeks ago, and the grand final only happening now. Which, as you can see, it's currently 9 a.m. for siyo over in North America. For us in Europe, it's kind of early afternoon. But for the players over in Asia, we've got players from all over. We've got players from South Korea. We've got Singaporeans all over the place. They're all sort of in the evening, so it's a truly global game of TF2 that we're going to have coming up. And yeah, it's always great, always good to see the new strategies that people sort of develop across the world, and so we had some great action, to be honest. In the previous game we saw a lot of fast paced stuff, a lot of fast paced stalemate breaking. We've got product first, so is that something you're particularly keen for, Luke?
I always like watching product. It actually it's like the core like sixes TF2. I feel like we're gonna get to see great DM, the nice back and forward to see how people might strategize. How it's like forward hold, for example. So I'm excited to see how they will hold up. We also heard some early information that it's not going to be the main lineup for one team. For example, I feel like they have either a substitute or a merc or a ringer, if you use that term in a different region. I think if
Yeah, it's not
I need to
oh,
see again which team it
Mavu,
was.
yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
Mavu.
Yeah.
We can go through their roster actually, because they were in that low bracket final 2 weeks ago where they beat 90 plus 60 is 140, which, if anyone's a keen listener, you'll understand that isn't quite correct maths, but I believe it was some kind of inside joke. But they lost anyway at the hands of Mavu Ravu. And coming into this game, they're going to have Joe and Destiny on Scout, Sabreeze and Lolit on Soldier. They're going to have Ali on Medic, and as their demo man, as you mentioned, they've kind of had roster roulette this season, to be quite honest, on demo. They've had a lot of different players coming in. It's been a little bit chaotic in terms of getting mercs and stuff, but they've decided to go for Lau on demo man. And yes, I heard this and I was like, wait, the Lau? Like the Lau from Witness Gaming Australia that played at the Denver LAN last year and came third? And it's like, yes, they are getting Lau. So that's wild news, isn't it? I don't know. Do you reckon he's flown over, from for this grand final? What do you think's happened there, Luke?
It's definitely like one of the better options you can go for if you need a replacement, if you were to pick from anyone from that region. So it will be interesting to see how he will perform. I have absolutely no doubt that he will absolutely be the X factor for this team, just going off of his accolades alone. Obviously, previous LAN winner in the Down Under. So yeah, I mean, I'm interested to see how he will do. I have no doubts that he will perform really, really well in this.
Oh, well, on the other side of things, I'd hate to break it, but I think coming into this Mavu Ravu coming in as kind of severe underdogs. I know obviously kind of anything can happen, right? Especially getting some mercs and getting a bit of extra star power for the grand final is always helpful. But the Powerpuff Girls are who they're playing against in the grand final, and it's a team that they actually played against in the upper bracket final a few weeks back. And it wasn't too pretty. It was 4-0, 4-0 on both Koth maps in favor of the Powerpuff Girls. So it was a clean sweep. It was just complete destruction from the Powerpuff Girls roster. And looking down their roster now, that they have some absolutely quality players. A lot of players that won the season last season. We've got Caldos, Neva, and Song all on that like a T6 team that won AsiaFortress Invite the previous season. They've also got Banana, who's a sub on that roster as well, and they've got Kanda and Harrier rolling out that one, but they've kind of been running away with it this time around. And And we're seeing first maps coming up as product. This is a map that they did win 4-0 on just like 3 weeks ago. It's maybe not the best feeling, I guess, if you're coming in as Mabu Ravu to start this one.
Yeah, I feel like again, it's being as a severe underdogs. On paper, you shouldn't have any pressure, right? Because you're just there. You made the grand finals, right? Maybe that was the goal from the get-go from the season, right? And you're going up against a really, really strong roster. So maybe it's not that bad in terms of like the pressure, right? They have like technically nothing to prove. But again, it would be nice to see if they were to pull off an upset here, maybe with a map or two. But on paper, I think it was discussed previously. I mean, internally as well. I think that it is going to be an obvious outcome, I'm afraid. I feel like most people have the general consensus is that Mavu Ravu will probably steal this away from the Powerpuff Girls.
Yeah, it could be it could be good to see. And honestly, like I've regardless of sort of the outcome in these games, I think because we saw it a bit last season as well. Last season, the final was maybe not quite as close as people hope for. This time around, we obviously dream for different. But regardless, I always just like seeing watching other regions, seeing how they play, seeing what's up. We see lots of different strats, and I mentioned before we saw some different like last hold options on process. Koth as well, like definitely plays into their style because we see a lot of frantic play, a lot of highly mechanical play as well. There's a lot of quality jumpers on this server, and sniper players too. So that's one thing that I do sort of want to jump in with before we get into the game product. We've got some very good snipers in the server. Caldos is the one that sort of springs to mind as someone who in the grand final last time in the summer season did quite a lot of good work. And obviously product, if ever there's a map where you're gonna have someone come in and go crazy on sniper, that's probably the one. But I'm interested to see, especially because Mabu Ravu obviously got rolled over in that upper bracket final, but then they like coming into the lower bracket final, they were kind of a new team. They beat up the incorrect maths equation team on Bagel as well, a map that they'd previously struggled with, and they managed to like look a bit different. So I'm thinking maybe going forward, maybe it's not be quite the 4-0-4 we saw in the bracket final, but I don't know. I'm sort of feeling a little bit because I can see in the chat they're currently arguing about mercs, and I think one merc I believe has already joined the server, but I'm not sure if they're gonna actually be playing or not. Can you?
So you think there's going to be some
Ravu?
shenanigans happening? So or like
Yeah, there's like I can say this is true. Lego's joined, and they're trying to work out if Lego's merking or not. It's kind of hard to tell who everyone is, to be honest, because they're all using weird nicknames. But on my feed, at least, from the STV. But yeah, they're sorting it out. It's a grand final. It's obviously like the highest level of competition in Asia. So like, so there's it in terms of like hunting for mercs, there's kind of not that many mercs you could get who are like way too strong to play in the game. Anyway, it's not that you're playing in like an open game in ETFL or something, right? Like where there's people trying to get mid players in. Like you kind of can't do that if you're at the very very top of the game. So I'm assuming we're gonna be able to sort this out pretty soon. Uh, yeah, we can dream.
yeah, I have faith as well. I mean, again, it's just like to see who they might get, who they might play. But yeah, it's slowly but surely they're filling up the server and hope we can start this ordeal rather soon. I mean, we have a best of 5 coming up here, so a lot of maps that we will see. And depending on how close this will get, we will be here for a while. So yeah.
Yeah, it's also it's one thing before we get into like full on filler. It's one thing to mention. So I've said the first map is product, right? Notice how I haven't said what the second map's going to be, because we actually don't know, and that's by design, because the way that this works in AsiaFortress, for anyone who's coming from perhaps like an RGL or ETF12 or AsiaFortress, what they do in AsiaFortress is the loser of the first map picks the second map. So we don't know the order the maps are going to be played in until they're happening. So we actually we can't confirm what happens on the second map yet. So we only know this product coming up, but I heard siyo in my ear saying we might be able to do a little bit of filling. We have got 11 in server, but not on the correct team, and they're currently still arguing about who's going to be a merc and who isn't and not. And we do have quite a lot of people to entertain because the in-game announcement went up. So thank you to anyone new to CompTF2 viewing or anyone who's jumped in because of that. But I think is this time to wheel out Scrandle like already? Like, are we gonna use it already? Like,
kind of have to. We kind of have to, right, to keep the
you think
engagement going.
Yeah, well, there's 160 people in, right? Like, the people come here wanting action, right? The in-game announcements come up. You know, we've got to keep the attention spans of the masses at some point. So yeah, I didn't see if we can bring that up, I'm down. All right, here we go. Just
All
bonus
right, you know
round.
what? Oh, it's bonus round. Okay, it doesn't matter. I would personally go for the left one.
Yeah, I don't think either of them look great. I think I'm happy with left. Like, it's bonus round. It doesn't matter anyway.
I mean, to be fair, the right one has England debuff, so it's like.
That is true. Yeah. It's,
Oh no. Well, okay, they could have at least done a better job putting the cheese on the burger. Like, why is it looking like a like a carpet on the floor?
Yeah, no, that's Siyo's hovering on the right. I can see Siyo's.
Yeah. Listen,
Right.
just
It kind of has to be. We've got to. I refuse to vote left. There's no way. And I'm sorry. That is my team as well. I apologize to the world because that's Tranmere Rovers on the left. Great team, love them, but the scran's pretty terrible. So I'm going Swindon on that. Yeah, we're going right.
All right, let's see
No
what we
great
have.
start on Scrandle, is it really?
What is that bun on the cheeseburger? Like, what? It's just like normal bread. I mean, it looks fine. Honestly, I personally go for the left one. The right one looks
the right
a bit.
one looks a bit.
Just look at it boring. It's just meat on it. That's it, right?
Yeah, look, I'm with you. I think it doesn't look great, but like it can't be the right one, surely, right? There's £11.15 for that.
Yeah, wait, hold on. That is expensive.
£11 is a horrendous rip-off. I'm going left. America debuff on the right as well.
Yeah, please.
Let's see, we're going left.
We're going left here, yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, apparently as well, it's just insane.
All right.
Okay, so the left is just halfway done. The right one.
Poulet's chicken, isn't it? Is poulet chicken in French? You tested my French. I haven't been French in about 15 years, but like I think
so.
Chicken. I think it is. But that right one does look banging. I'm not gonna lie.
The right one has potential. The cheese isn't melted, but it has potential.
Yeah, I don't know about you. Who are you voting for? I'll let you go first in this one.
No. You know what? I'll go with the right one. I think you're right on this one. I think the right one is very tasty.
Yeah, I'll go right as well. That looks well good. Hash browns in a sandwich, carbs and carbs.
Yeah, exactly.
Beautiful.
Oh no.
Yes.
$1 hot dogs? It's not even $1.
Oh my God.
It's 75 cents.
What is that thing on the left? Rice roast pork.
Yeah, I'm not fan.
It could.
I'm not a fan of the colors. I'm not gonna lie. It looks a bit grim.
Yeah.
But the right one, it just looks like it doesn't have any sauce. It's just bread, hot dog, and that's it.
Yeah, I'll just keep an eye on it because we do have 12 in server currently. I'm not sure if they're actually about to start or not, or if we've still got time to continue the scranning. I don't know. They both look kind of grim, to be honest. But the $1 hot dog is $1.
It is $1.
Oh,
yeah.
we are live actually. So never mind.
Okay.
Pause.
Lock it.
Are we live? Oh, we're starting. We got paced a little bit. There we go. All right. Let's get ourselves ready. Sorry about that little delay there. We're live for the AsiaFortress Spring 2026 Grand Final of the Invite Division. We've got Powerpuff Girls over in the blue, Mabu Ravu in the red for the first map of Product. As we get rolling out here on this first mid-fight, see what these two teams have in store for us tonight.
Yeah, with K2, he already putting up some aggression with the ball. He's here trying to get some early bleeding damage going, maybe to get some, early aggression as well. We have Never here already spamming connector to maybe get some going here. We have an early bomb here coming through here, going behind here, on the convoy, on the medic here. Hits him with somebody, gets him, he does get him. He does get him, and it's a complete wipe with the pickaxe as well. And it's already an early wipe here for the Powerpuff Girls.
But can they keep their medic alive? No, they cannot, because Song has gone down to lowly, coming in for the salvage bomb at the end. And honestly, that's a massive, massive win for Mabu Ravu on that final bomb. just because that like was going horrendously, as we saw, right? We saw Neva bomb against that house. We saw explosions everywhere over on the red half of the map. But getting that kill onto Song to end things out means they have to delay the cap. We saw Powerpuff, they had to wait a fair few seconds there waiting for their med to spawn to not deny the cap. And now they can walk on back forward, even Uber charges for these two teams. Mabu, Ravu trying to squeeze their way back in.
Yeah, again, it's actually really incredible. Like, we have the underdogs early, showing up aggression, showing that they can actually play this, and so they got the early cap here, and it looks like connie goes down here as well.
Double bomb.
Oh, humble air shot attempt here, doesn't quite get him. Oh, holy air shot!
Sit down! Oh my god, what a shot coming in from the Powerpuff girls. The soldiers doing great work, but not great enough, because they lost the point in the midst of that, and also their own medic. You see, that's the kind of turn of pace you need this level of TF2. They lose one scout over Mabu Ravu, and then instant double bomb, instant kill into the medic, and now they have their own Uber charge ready to use in forward because Lau has bombed in deep behind, gonna get a kill onto Harry the scout, and Lewis goes down also. That's actually it. The thing is going to settle. They're going to have to recap the point. No real chance of a forward hold, I don't believe. But these Uber charges, they're actually not that different, right? Like, it's only about 20 ads because they use the Ubers so early. So Powerpuff girls, they're going to have to be fairly quick with it, I think, once Song gets the Uber charge.
Yeah, it's not the end of the world, really. I mean, with 20% ad, it's like you can slowly get in, right? I mean, it's not like you don't have to send any sacks or whatever. So, again, as they're doing right now, they're showing off the aggression. They're sending a soldier behind here. Oh, the air shot here. Oh.
What have these lot been having this morning? What is this? Everyone's going straight out the traps with these air shots.
I was about to say, and it looks like they have to back off immediately. They cannot send anyone else, and it looks like, again, it's just like the Mabu Ravu is just taking back control of the point, and yeah, it's back to forward holding. It's full ad here for them.
Here we go. All right, so now we're potentially looking at a sack wave, I believe, of Powerpuff girls. They've got to try and get something to get back into this. They are going to start to the bomb high in from Naval. Lau going to try to stick up his own medic, gets one kill onto the bombing soldier. Second goes down, Demo goes in 2, and that is going to be it for the sack wave. All 4 of the sacking players all go down. No Uber charge used from Ali though, and now you know what this means. They're rolling on forward. They can get this forward hold clamp set up outside enemy lobby. And Powerpuff girls are really with a tough time getting back into this round because not only is it even Ubers again now, they're currently just locked out.
Yeah, it's a shame they couldn't get anything with the sack here. So again, it's now lost time here on the side of them. Powerpuff girls here, but it looks like they're going to push you through the flank. It looks like it's going to be an equal exchange. No, actually not. It's going to be an exchange. They held on for a bit longer here on the red side of things, and it looks like they're not going to get any players here. So it's going to be an equal fight here on the blue side of flank. Oh, Caldas gets a pick here, and Lewis gets another one. And it looks like Mabu Ravu have to back off here, and it looks like they won this fight really early on here with the 2 picks. But it doesn't look like they're going to back off here. Harrier with a slow edge cap here. The scout
What's K2 doing?
Oh. Okay, that's feeding central here. The demo goes in as well. Why not? For seconds as well.
Everyone's in to get the med.
And the med goes down. The med goes down.
It's the COD zombie speed actually works.
It's wave 33 in this map, and they could not have survived.
It is. And Song goes down, and that's great stuff. Honestly, like the fact that like K2 did just creep in like that, but honestly, like at the end of it, like Mabu Ravu really should not have been in that situation to begin with, right? They overcommitted in that trade. They stayed on the grass. They tried to re-engage afterwards, and it was a little bit discoordinated. But again, just feeding off the scraps, they managed to get another important kill onto Song. And now Uber charges even once more, 24 seconds on that red clock. So Powerpuff girls going to have to stand tall, and a kill the Demo Man is a great way to start things off as Lewis picks up Lau.
Yeah, Never here with a 1v1 here, gets traded here in Connector, and oh, well, Mabu Ravu are down 2 here. The soldier comes in here. Oh, Lewis dies here as well. The Future's feeding 1 by 1. But, ooh, nice pipes here from Candor just to, like, deny them from the high ground. And looks like Connie here tries to go back in. Just getting some punch out going here. Maybe tries to get an early edge cap going, but it doesn't look like, again, without their soldiers, it's going to be really hard to do that. Again, it's just...
coming in, actually it is. Harry is going straight in onto Lau, who's going to be caught high and dry outside of this Uber charge. Ali does not have an Uber to pop it in kind. Harry going to chase down, not quite get anything else with the Uber, and that leaves Ali up 100% Uber charge. No demo to use it on yet, so they might have to wait another few moments. But Powerpuff girls living on the edge now. Never mind, the Uber charge comes straight in.
The demo lives here, and it looks like Never goes behind anyway, just to get him pick here, and gets earshot again here. Lolliant here with another one, and oh, it looks like it's just gonna fall apart here for the Powerpuff Girls, but actually, never mind. It's stabilized somehow. I mean, they have a scout down here for the Mabu Ravu, so it looks like they're just gonna hold this on anyway, with Lewis here with an awkward 1v1 here in Connector, and both live to tell another tale here. But it looks like Mabu Ravu can slowly edge cap here. They're so close. The time is running down for them. It's just really, really awkward here. Again, another 1v1 on the point between these two scouts. Soldiers goes high here. 2 bomb trees. Doesn't do anything. Kaldos gets him. And it looks like Mabu Ravu here will go down 1 by 1 here. Here comes the scraps here just to get him maybe a bit of salvage going, maybe to delay the point just a bit. 1v1 with the medic here. Another pickaxe maybe? Oh, barely doesn't get it, but the Powerpuff Girls steal around. Really on
Wild
here.
stuff. Wild stuff. Is that Uber push just didn't really work out when they didn't have the demo in it as well, like Lau getting caught out before that really sort of came to punish them. But I want to just say it, right? Like, whoever does the frag video for this season is going to have their work cut out for them. If we're going to have like a full night of this, right? There's just like air shots every 20 seconds flying in. Everyone's really feeling it, you know. And there's another close first round. So Powerpuff Girls, favourites coming into it, coming up from that upper bracket, 1-4-0 on this map against this very team just a few weeks ago. That was maybe too close for comfort there in that first round. But you get the round regardless. Double comes in. Massive nuke coming from Neva and Lewis onto the rest of this combo. Bomb comes back up from Lolly. Can he get into the Song? Actually, Song does go down, leaving just Ali alive over on the Mabu Ravu side. Going to have to back out all the way to spawn, but he's getting there safely. So we're going to see a kind of a weird situation here, I think. Maybe going to have some attempt at a sack on the way through. Ali's going to have 70 to 75% advantage. So Mabu Ravu going to have the chance to run back in, but it might not be too easy.
Yeah, I mean, first of all, they have to sack here from the side of Powerpuff Girls. They have to, well, either sack or just send 1 or 2, or it looks like they're going to go in anyway. Maybe tries to catch anyone here, or they do get the scout. Maybe gets the medic here as well for the 2 price of 1, but doesn't look like it. Lau with another pipe here. Ooh,
so awkward.
Doesn't really get it. It's a really awkward
no
fight.
Way Lau lives.
He lives.
No way.
He lives, fair enough.
For how much longer though? Getting bombed by Lewis and Calder's in behind the scout as well. Going to get taken down by a nice rocket there from... that name's not allowed to be said on stream, I don't think. The name of the red soldier who mentions palm trees in the name. Well,
yeah, I don't know.
This is what they get for not aliasing.
Yeah.
On the players, you know. But here we go. Bombs come circling back around. Slightly uber charge advantage for the Powerpuff Girls, but again, we saw Mabu Ravu. They used their uber charge so early with that advantage. It's not that bad this side if they can just get Ali out alive because the uber charge is running in towards their face. Harriet on the scout, getting a lot of damage over to Lau, but not quite enough to find the kill just yet. Harriet jumps back in, gets the force over onto Ali, but now the counter uber is in, and Mabu Ravu able to completely reclaim control of this entire map. Cap did not even come through from the Powerpuff Girls.
Yeah, it was the right idea, right? To get through with an Uber here to try to get a pick or 2 early, just to deny their Uber quality, but they just couldn't get anything again, and it's just they paid the ultimate price for it. So they lost cap time, they lost the Uber quality, they lost the ability to get any picks here, and yeah, it looks like again time is just winding down once more.
More bombs coming back in from Navu, jumping up and around behind. Calder's trying to get into a bit of an exchange coming on the flank, but it's going to be actually exchanges working in the favour of Powerpuff Girls. There's a lot of space over towards the point. It's 2 for 2, but that always favours the team who's got the ground already. And let's see Calder and Harriet again getting another pick on the way back out. They're kind of just not giving up the point, and there's kind of no reason to, right? They may as well just stand their ground, and Mabu Ravu are going to have to come and aggress another time.
Yeah, I mean, it's either a trade or we just edge cap here, right? It looks like they're going option for the edge cap here, though the scout is running across the point here, or they're using here, and it looks like it's going to be a trade here. Slightly worse for Mabu Ravu here. They're trying to stabilize here. They're sending a soldier back into their own flank, and it looks like it's going to fate on the point here. Oh, the scout goes down. Connie just does not get out here with his life. Lau here with some pipes here. Does get the soldier here. Lewis goes down here as well, and it looks like it doesn't really stabilize. No, Mabu Ravu drops one player after another, and it's a 3v3 here. It's slowly... 2 scouts versus a demo and a medic. It's a really awkward fight they can take, but the backup here will arrive soon enough, and it looks like the soldiers will come here, and yeah, they can get the cap, and it's now their turn to push here from the side of Powerpuff Girls.
Honestly, really well played from Song in that last fight. Song genuinely saved that, what was a hopeless looking situation, getting attacked by 3 different players, Demo, Soldier and Scout all in his face. Managed to get out alive, but now it's all eyes on the medic because Ali's getting bombed, massive damage over towards his blue side of the point. And Neva going to be the last to fall as actually, never mind, everyone dies on Powerpuff Girls. How the heck did that happen?
Yeah, I'm gonna be real, I have no idea what happened. It's just like, once I saw a Soldier bomb and then the kill feed just saw all red. So, yeah, it's going to be really awkward for the Powerpuff Girls. They don't have that much time here. It's full disad. It looks like, oh, they're not going to go for the 4-man sack. They're going to opt to push here anyway. And it looks like Harry here will take the charge and, again, just get the pot shots going. But, again, it's massive disad here. Either you do something or you just, I don't know, just get your medic out.
Bombs. Oh, what is that bomb from Kanda? Kanda just launches at Mach 3 across the entire map. Good damage coming in for a few of these players. But, again, we've seen it once more. Mabu Ravu, they've got Powerpuff Girls on lock in these 4-man sacks. They've got it completely on lock. Not a single player dying again. Uber charge still in hand. And are we in deja vu? Is this the same as the first round? Again, are we playing it back on like a replay or something? What's happening?
Oof. Again, it's just awkward. Okay, they push out here. They use the Uber, trying to get a trade going, but it's awful for the Powerpuff Girls. They have to get out with their own lives here. Maybe get a pick or two that are not Ubered here, but it looks like Kaldos just trying to stabilize in the house. Does get the scout down here. And, ooh. Okay, we get back to the point here. Lewis here with a high bomb. Tries to get across point just to make some space here. Doesn't look like it does good. Oh, nice air shot from Kaldos, though. And, ooh, that's another pick for them. And you get the cap going.
The scary thing for that, okay, Powerpuff, they played that fight really well. In particular, Kaldo's got a lot of good work done away from the beam there. But the problem they have is that in the midst of that fight, the Mabu Ravu clock has actually gone down to 10 seconds. Like, it took quite a long time for them to really get going. And yes, despite winning it out, it took about 40-odd seconds for that to actually happen. So Mabu Ravu now just need to edge cap this, and that's what Konix can start doing already. Lewis on task with splashing off the corner at this point. And they do just about enough. Konix back at the point again, trying to cap this up. It's up to about a quarter cap so far. Demo spamming sticks across. Bombs come landing in though now. Over towards Kanda. Kanda takes a ton of damage on the other side of the point. Gets air shot down. Never mind. Low lead. It's taken out. The drop comes in too in the meantime. It's pandemonium on product. What on earth are we watching? Because there's clips left, right and centre. And the Powerpuff Girls again snatching victory from the jaws of defeat. 1 second left, we go into overtime and there's no time for any red players to get back on this point. And how on earth are we back in this situation again?
They stole another round. I can't believe it. They've controlled the chaos. They went for the picks that they should have. They focus fired the targets that needed to be fired at. And yeah, I can't believe it. Okay, we're down. I mean, there's now 2-0 here for the Powerpuff Girls. They could steal it. It is first to 4, right? If I remember correctly, or is it?
Yeah, it's first to 4. It is.
First to 4. Okay, fair enough. So 2 more rounds, and it's already map 1 done for them.
Well, we'll have to see, because those 2 rounds could certainly have gone either way. This time around, Song's going to be a ton of slam damage across the point. Hit direct. Because left side of the point down to 70 HP. Getting bombed on. They've called the damage. They know it's happened, but the damage is coming back their own way as Lewis gets going to lonely. K2 going to fall too, and Ali, for the first time this map, is getting caught out on a mid-fight. Song going to trade up to the other side. Connie, last one alive, 1v3, gets one, dances around, tries to get a second one, 2v1. This isn't a fair MGE fight, is it? And it's taken down. Good stand there from Connie, getting one of the 1v3s. Always something you can write home about, but there we go. Powerpuff Girls get themselves in another chaotic mid, but this time a chaotic mid where they're not at big disad. So improvement on their part.
Yeah, it's improvement. They're up 2 rounds. Like, I feel like they're in flow state right now. They got the fights that they needed, and yeah, I mean, they could just run with it, I guess, right? I mean, it's equal Ubers here. It's not, well, not really equal Ubers. It's like 10 ad from Mabu Ravu, so it's not the end of the world for them. They can make something happen with this, hopefully. So we'll see how they slowly at least attempt to crawl back into this.
I'll have to wait to see. Bombs coming in and actually taking the initiative here over Powerpuff Girls. Going to bomb in incredibly aggro, and he talked about that advantage. It might not be there for long because Ali's been taken down. A great double bomb there coming in from Lewis and Neva onto the back line of Mabu Ravu. And now, what are we going to see from the red side? Are we going to see aggression? Are we going to see attempts over towards Song's life? Are we going to see a 4-man sack? What's going to happen here? Because they've managed to cap up the point, which is going to tempt Powerpuff Girls forward. But they've got no heals yet on Mabu Ravu.
Yeah, I mean, not even heals. They don't even have Uber as well. So, but they're gonna go for it anyway. The scout is low. Oh, they're sending it. They're sending the entire house after them, and it looks like they're not gonna get the medic here anyway. Oh, Song gets out with his life, and it looks like another failed attempt at a sack. And again, they can just stabilize. I mean, the clock's running down. It's perfect for the Powerpuff Girls, honestly.
It isn't it? And again, it's kind of a similar situation to what we've seen on these sack waves coming in from Powerpuff Girls earlier that were unsuccessful. Is that if the enemy team is playing their medics so passive, they're like on the grass behind the house in front of main, it's so incredibly difficult to get in onto that medic and get a force, get a kill. But never mind, we'll hold that thought because the Uber charge is going to come in regardless, and they are going to try and catch these players of Mabu Ravu because Ali does not have just yet. Damage comes through over towards Loud, does not get the kill, and Mabu Ravu can breathe for a moment. They're down one scout trading out for the demo, but now they can come back in. What's Calder's doing on the flag? This is a bit of an adventure.
What is this?
But in the meantime, as soon as the Uber are about to be coming in from these red players.
Hey, I mean, weird, awkward attempt to play Metal Gear Solid here, but it looks like it's going to get the force anyway, so it's not the end of the world. They can back off here, get their players up, and it is ad for them as well. So they have all the initiative. They can take it for however they want, so we'll see how they get back into this. So I'm intrigued.
Yeah, they actually just sack instantly because they know it's a slight disadvantage. The heavier you're going to get to allow the bomb in, but who else is going to fall? Everyone's going to fall. That's the answer. But Song is one of those to do so. So that's the thing with the advantages. If you have advantage, but you don't have Uber, you kind of still have to be a little bit careful because that's what can happen to you. Mabu Ravu get themselves back in. And they are now just getting back out. Lewis going in behind is giving them a bit of a scare. But for now, there's still a player behind. Neva also went behind.
Okay.
They just lost both soldiers in the flank. Weird stuff.
I mean, it kind of worked. I mean, they ran like the clock down a bit. I mean, it is this set for them, but it's like, again, it's like 2 minutes that Mabu Ravu just has to like survive and hold the point for, right? So again, it's not the end of the world. Oh, the scout comes behind anyway, takes down Ali, and it's pandemonium once more. They're just gonna send it. They're just gonna go for the medic here, trying to get any sort of salvage going. And again, it's just Powerpuff Girls. They're just passive. They're relaxing. They don't worry for anything back here. It's, I don't know. It's just, it looks like they're in complete flow state, and they just do not give any space for this.
That's the second crucial kill that we've seen to Ali in the midst of these pushes. It's caught them out a couple of times. Players getting around on the flank, and this time no different. Lowly gonna bomb back across, try and get back in to get some kind of salvage. Hits the second shot
my God.
on the direct. Kanda gonna try to do the same coming back and gets a good direct pipe there onto Lowly, but the sack is over. 4 players have gone in. Yes, they get a couple of kills, but that's it. The medic didn't go down, the demo didn't go down. Point has flipped, and there's 37 seconds to get a force and a push from Mabu Ravu and to hold for 1 minute 20. And this might be the direst situation we've seen a team in yet this map, because Powerpuff Girls have this point so secure.
Have we flipped the script? Are the underdogs actually the powerhouses here in this map? Like, what is going on here? It looks like, again, it's just like the Mabu Ravu just felt like really uncoordinated on this one. But again, they're just trying to crawl back into this. Equal Ubers here, almost, to be fair. But Lewis gets him behind. Oh, they get 2 picks here. Hurry here also gets 1. And, oh, Lewis with another one here. It's absolute pandemonium again. Well, probably takes down the demo as well. What are these jumps? Oh, okay, he does get the demo. Lal goes down here. And again, it's just these 2. And they get another round, Powerpuff Girls here. They're just running away with it at this point.
They are, and it's what we saw, obviously, scoreline-wise, from that Upper Bracket final game. Yes, that was a 4-0 in favour of the Powerpuff Girls, and we might be on track for that again if they're able to win this final round. But Mabu Ravu are going to be feeling a bit hard done by if that is what finally happens, because they're in the driver's seat for those first 2 rounds. But this third one, it all just spiraled into the mid-fight. Like the mid-fight, they managed to catch Ali with a well-coordinated double bomb, and they're going to go for some kind of bomb again. They've got big aggression coming in from Neva, going to land straight onto Lau. Second soldier Lewis going to bomb over the top, try and get in onto Ali. Doesn't decide to commit to the kill. Decides to back up instead and just play for the rest of the frags on the combat players. And they're going to get, well, every combat player, because there's only 2 players out, and that's a scout taxi for a medic. The Powerpuff Girls clearly in their element. It took them a few rounds to get there, but this is the team that we've all come to know and love from Age of War. Plenty of previous champions in this, a lot of the champions from last season as well on this blue roster, and this is kind of why, because they are locking in.
If I can ask, Ben, if you're the side of Mabu Ravu, right? You're this powerhouse, right? You're the obvious favorites coming into this. And in the first map, you're getting...
They lost the upper bracket.
Oh, they lost the upper bracket. Okay.
Yeah, no, they lost 4-0. Yeah.
Yeah, so if you're the side of Mabu Ravu, right, at this point, like, what can you say to your team, right? I mean, you're down 3 rounds. I mean, it's the first map, sure, but, like, it's got to be demoralizing for them, isn't it?
Well, yeah, especially the way this is going, right? They've still obviously got a chance to get back in because they've got a decent-ish trade happening here, and they've got K2 going to find a kill into Caldos in just a moment. He's getting quite scrappy. Why is Lewis in behind? Wait, Lewis has just killed the medic. What?
What?
Huh?
Why?
Just in spawn. Lewis just gets completely behind her feet. Never mind, okay, never mind. It's not going as well as I thought. Never mind. Just can't that completely. But the way this has gone, for the first 2 rounds in particular, they'll be really unhappy that they haven't managed to convert these into wins. And so unhappy, in fact, they've actually decided to pick up a sniper. K2 going to pick up the rifle for the Mabu Ravu team. They've capped the point. A minute down on the clock. 50% down on the Uber charges. But can they be up in the frag department? Because K2 has been spotted and heard, certainly, with that shot of the ore. So let's see if heads lie.
And he gets 1 frag here already, and it looks like they're cleaning up here. They look with the 3 frags going here. They will move forward. I mean, forward holding is they shouldn't really be forward holding, but actually, never mind. I'm lying. They should forward hold 100%. And again, it's the Powerpuff Girls. They have lots of time again, and ooh, okay.
They have to be careful because the disad, right?
Yeah.
It's 20 disad still. And they're going to just be careful. They're going to buy enough time with this kind of like half forward hold. They've done well actually at Mabu Ravu. They've held enough to delay things to get their old Uber charge up because that's going to be almost up and ready. And now they can get their sniper into the game and see what damage they can do. Blue Uber charge used out. K2 going to go down, but the red Uber coming back in from Mabu Ravu going to be a lot longer and a lot more powerful on this pushback in. Connie can't quite find the frag onto that scout dancing on the low ground, as the point is going to flip over towards the blue, and a late kill coming in onto Lau and Loli going down. Mabu Ravu really up against it in this 4th and potentially final round. They're just waiting for these last couple of spawners before they cap it, and time has equalised out, but these spawners are so far away still from Mabu Ravu, they just can't fight this.
Yeah, I mean, again, it's not the end of the world. I mean, it's the Ubers are a slight disad here from Mabu Ravu. I mean, the times is now more or less equal in terms of, like, you know, how much there's left on the clock. But again, they can slowly aggress back into it, even though the demo gets spammed out here. But we have Lolliot here going behind, trying to make something happen. But Lewis here aggresses here with the bomb early. Oh, nice force here going here, and trying to get anything else, but it doesn't look like it, and it sends the entire family out. And it's now massive ad from Mabu Ravu. What's more?
Okay.
Okay.
Loli tried to escape, landed Japan, and just got deleted on landing, on impact. And to be fair, it's the right thing to do, right? Because you don't want to be caught behind in this kind of position to be able to do anything. They want to try and push as a team, and that's what they will do. Finding Lewis early on. See if they can crawl on forward, see what they can find as he's taking a little bit of flank up on top, then creeping forward, taking a lot of ground, never getting deleted by these scouts in the high ground. Never fun bombing into scouts like that, and that's why it's hung in the air and gets dropped back down again. But the timer is kind of the one thing here, still eternally in the Powerpuff Girls' favour. A minute up on the clock. Yes, the Uber charges aren't great. They kind of don't need the Uber right now, right? They can just wait around a bit. They've got a minute to burn. They can get their own Uber charge and take these exchanges that have worked so damn well for them.
100%. And it looks like they're going to go straight back onto the point here. And it looks like it's going to be a trade happening here. Tries to get the medic really early, but it looks like it's going to be a really weak Uber here. Unless they can save the demo. They do not. And it looks like it's going to be way better here for them regardless. And the Uber fades here. And it looks like, again, without their demo, it's going to be really hard here on the side of damage. But Lolly here tries to slowly regress in. But you have to soldier behind here. Oh, Kander here.
Oh, Kander's in trouble. Oh, the surf! Song!
Never mind.
No way, there's no way. Okay, I was gonna say, that was outrageous stuff. We know Song's a good jumper, right? We've all seen it, you know, the jumping World Cup last year. But no, that was really nice. But it's not enough. Dare I say, there's still a bit of messiness happening over the flank. And now we are into this is real scrap territory. Do or die for this map. If you're on Mabu Ravu, Powerpuff Girls want to end it here and now. 30 seconds each on the clocks. Early kill onto Neva, though, is going to tilt things into the red side's favour. for the moment. Loading and bombing, trying to get the kill into Kaldos, who's down incredibly weak. I mean, stuck behind the drop for an arrow. Lewis going to bomb across now. Can they get back in on this? K2 going to go down. No, Scout's air pipe coming in on the left-hand side of the point, and the Powerpuff Girls might just get the frags they need. But the task is not done because there's 27 seconds left for Mabu Ravu with an Uber charge in hand in a few moments' time to break the forward hold, and they've got to get in, and they can do it quick.
Yeah, 17 seconds. Is it already over here on the first map? It looks like they're going to try to push through the flank here, but they're just going to meet the players. Massive damage here for Lewis. Kaldos goes here behind. They use the Uber here. Lewis again, just 5 seconds here. They have to touch the point here.
Someone's got to stand on it.
Anyone! They now send the cavalry here. Carrier with a nice shot here going, and it looks like the cleanup crew has arrived. The janitors here will clean this up, and this is over for map 1. Powerpuff Girls steal the first map.
Oh, it was close, wasn't it? Going to double OT on that final map. That final round of the map. And wow.
Yeah.
Well, that was, to be fair, at the end, right? It's like, again, that last round, it's so close because that final fight, the fight like before the forward hold happened, I think if there's like one more player that dies on Powerpuff Girls in that fight, I genuinely think they can't forward hold back because the reason they could is they had I think it was still 4 combat classes up at the end of the fight, so they could look at enough at the end, but like literally one more kill and that like you're straight back into the dynamic fight where they don't have that that really oppressive kind of forward squeeze you can do on product.
I think it's also like, again, like the sacks have not been going well. I feel like the trades have not been going well as well. I mean, looking at the stat sheet here on the logs, oh my god, okay. We have Kaldos with a monster game with 31 frags and with only 9 deaths. Hurry as well with 25 frags and 7 deaths as well. I mean, just dominant performance here for the blue side. It's insane. Absolutely insane.
Yeah, the funniest thing is, I saw some people chatting about this beforehand. I'm inclined to agree, right? I was a bit surprised coming into this because obviously, like, we know Kaldos is like a great scout player. The argument is that scout is not even Kaldos's main class. The argument is that Kaldos is actually a sniper main, and we didn't even need to see the Kaldos sniper because Kaldos scout was doing just about enough.
Yeah.
So yeah, going into what is that like? I don't know. The logs do look obviously like if you look at this like in isolation, you think okay, yeah, 4 rows kind of a fair result, right? Like all the combat classes doing like at least kill wise doing great, but like I know I think there was a lot of good performances coming in from from the Mabu Ravu team, and then obviously if you're losing rounds, like you're often sacking plays in at the end and giving kind of meaningless kills up. Like you're looking at damage, right? There's like still Lau and Connie both getting over 300 DPM each. We had the soldiers on both teams actually all I think had high impact for this game, and yeah, we saw some ridiculous serves from the 2 minutes. This has been a high octane stuff. Honestly, I've been having fun for map number 1.
Yeah, that is true. But now that we're going for the next map here, are we hopping back on Scramble?
Potentially. I'm just getting my my alias is working.
Okay. Need to see if the alias works.
Yeah, so we're trying to work out because obviously there's as we've all obviously worked out, there's a couple of player names that we're not used to seeing in the server currently. So I know some of them like Lewis. Obviously, we've known as Banana for a while, but also as Lewis for a while. So Lewis, I guess, is not the not the wildest one, but those are the ones on there, you know, that they're a bit less a bit less close to their usual aliases. So we'll get that sorted out. But I think we're going into process next map, given what the gameplay I'm seeing in the background, at least on my end, as the players get themselves loaded back in. As we come back up to some Scran, and I'm not going to lie, I was sort of happy that we'd gone away from this because I thought both of these looked naff. Yeah, I'm not sure. Are you
Yeah.
sorted out with your config, Luke? Are you
Yeah, I'm trying to sort it out, but in the meantime,
okay?
it's fine.
I'll entertain that. I'll entertain the chat with Scrandle then, in the while you get sorted out with that.
No, it's fine. It's fine. I can talk as
Okay.
well. I have it on my
Okay,
second
sure.
monitor. It's fine.
Okay, sure. What are your opinions on rice
Yeah, low
filled
key, they're
roast
both
pork with
awful, but
crackling?
they're both awful. But I'm going with the right one. I think low key. The price as
I'm
well is just a
sort of
steal.
inclined to agree. The left one just looks a bit. I don't know. The colors are a bit weird. Whereas like a $1 hot dog, it's not going to be good, but like you kind of know what you're getting, right?
Yeah, that is true. That is true. But yeah, it's just I don't know. It's just they both look really really bad.
Okay, but which one do you want to go for though? What's your
I would go. I would go for the right one, but I don't mind
Okay,
going with
yeah,
the left.
I agree. So we're voting right on this one. We're voting $1 hot dog. Yeah, come on.
Yeah.
Yeah, that left one did look grim.
Yeah. Okay. What is down the right?
That's like, I don't know. This is like the daily one, right? Like this isn't like one that CEO's picked us deliberately because like it all looks terrible just for like content. Oh, never mind, we're starting. Never mind. Okay, we're starting. All right. Map number 2, AsiaFortress Invite Grand Final. Powerpuff Girls took map number 1 4-0, but it was anything but dominant in their favour on that first map because Mabu Ravu really came in with a fight. Couldn't get any rounds on the board though that time around. As this time, maybe on process onto the 5 CP, we've had product, and we've got potentially up to 4 more maps left in this series as first mid-fight is underway. Spam coming across from both these teams, balls as well flying left and right from these rap assassins. The team's sort of poking for no one committing mega hard just yet until the double bomb comes in from Loli and Sarkis straight in over to the combo. Ali goes down with the back lines. Neva, Harrier all coming in. Massive damage coming through from the Powerpuff Girls, including a med kill. Got a couple of players to deal with though now because down on the scout, trying to get back in over towards Harrier. Can't get anything done. Destiny, the last one up and alive, is going to be taken out. Lau going to bomb in with a very hopeful attempt at Song's life, but not going to get anything there. Full advantage for the favourites in this one. Powerpuff Girls already a map up, could be a roundup as well if they can convert this full Uber ad.
Yeah, I mean it was a scrappy fight, but in the end they got it in the end. Excuse my voice, I'm just coughing there earlier. But it's massive ad here, so it should be textbook push here. They need to spot the players, get the gun, get the players, get the point, right? Textbook, we've done this 1,000 times, ladies and gentlemen, so we'll see how they do it. I mean, it's already 50% here for Mabu Ravu, so it doesn't have to be too bad. But they get in. Harrier tries to get the soldier here. He does go down. So they push here from behind. They go straight through heaven here. The heavy is waiting and, well, ready and waiting for them. But it looks like, Never does go down here with an awkward bomb. It looks like a massive chaos here happening on last. But it doesn't look like they get the point here. The soldier here tries to get for any salvage here. Banana does go down as well. And Destiny just tries to get the temple as well with some awkward shots here. But he does go down in the end. So a failed push here from the Powerpuff Girls early on here. It's a bit scrappy fight here in the end.
Yeah, a little bit of an awkward one there at the end of that one, right? Because I felt like Banana was doing a ton of great work up on top, but might have to do some more work now because an Uber charge landing straight into Banana's face as Lau and down bomb in with that Witness Gaming Australia connection, actually connecting together to get a kill onto Caldo. So it's not just the Uber charge advantage they got one player pick as well on that pesky sniper class that was trying to get some sneaky picks in from Choke, but I think, Luke, we might be going into a bit of a flip-flop territory here because I'm looking at these Uber charges. It's 100% back on Song as they bomb themselves back in through from the choke. Are they going to have to use? Are they going to have to pop? And are they going to get themselves in onto mid?
Yeah, I mean, it's massive out here. I mean, why wouldn't you take the free space, right? It looks like they're going for it as well. I mean, they're backing off here. That's really, really bad if they stay here. But it looks like here, Harrier might get the pick here. And it looks like, well, Sarkis does go down here as well. But it is now massive disad once more. And I don't know. It's just, it is the flip-flop you mentioned. It's just like, why though? Like, just slowly push in. Like, take the space. If the Uber ad, like, push is not going to work, then you will just lose the space once more, right?
they kind of got away with it, right? Because they got enough space, they got the point cap, they got 1 kill onto Loli, which has really slowed things down a lot from Mabu right all the way back in. And they've lost a demo as well. The stickies from Canada just doing enough damage, and now this puts the side of Mabu Ravu in a really awkward position. They have an Uber advantage, they could still use it in if they want to. 50% up on Song, not going to have an Uber charge over the blue side for a while. But the health bars now on Mabu Ravu with no demo man to defend them are really, really struggling. And I think they might be looking to cancel. This is a back cap coming in as well. Caldo's in the meantime has actually capped second and is trying to run all the way back around and out. Didn't decide to go for last. Knew there was a spawner there, so well decided on that one. But now the push can almost look to come straight in. They're going to have to recap their own second point now. Banana going to use the opportunity to bomb in and get one nice rocket onto Ali, and we are into chaos mode on the red second point.
Yeah, but they didn't use the Uber though, which is a really important part here. Both players had both teams had lost a player, excuse me. But it looks like here comes the sack regardless. Oh, but Lolia does go down here, but really an awkward sack here for them. But again, what is that on the feet? Sorry. Yeah, both players here had both teams had a player down here. And again, it just looks like they're trying to stabilize. Me saying that though, they just sent another player behind. Never goes down as well. Destiny has a fight, 1v1 in lobby. Another soldier goes in. It's absolute chaos. And the force is going down. Oh, okay. It is perfect for the Powerpuff Girls. They sacrificed the entire house for this, but they have massive ad here. Could this be a turning point for them for this round at least?
Are they getting forward spawns? Are they getting it 2 seconds, 1 second? I believe they are getting these forward spawns. They definitely are now because the Uber charges come in regardless. And the Uber charge comes in from Canada, from Herrier, and from the rest of this Powerpuff Girls team. But it's one of those questions, right? They get like 1 kill now and down, but like how worth it is it? Can they spiral this momentum forward? Because if not, they're into the same flip-flop kind of situation again, but they are looking to go for this. They're going to be the first one to fall. Lots of damage happening on both players up in the top of the IT. But Mabu Ravu do not want to give this up. Look at them, they're bombing in and around. Banana actually going to land in and try and get a kill into Ali. Overcommits on that one and is taken out. So Mabu Ravu stabilize, but the ad is like not that big, I guess.
Oh.
Caldo's jump scare. All right.
Okay, he does not check the corner and gets punished for it, and they are down 2 players once more. So it looks like they're just going to take this free space here. The Ubers are, well, they are essentially equal at this rate, right? You don't want to use with like 10% ad unless they have a change of plan. It looks like they're just going to take this Uber straight through the sewers here. Never mind, they're just going to peek their heads in. Maybe get a soldier behind. Never has a 1v1 here.
They're straight in on the med actually. Big force comes out. There we go, another 3-man sack.
Yeah, but they, again, it's just, wait a minute.
Oh,
what is this?
Huh?
What is this?
Huh?
They're trying to get the medic. This might be genius, but I'm not the biggest fan unless the mech goes down right here.
4 HP! Oh! But they lose everyone for it.
No.
What? Why? Why? What are we doing?
Oh, the shot! Hit it! Oh.
Oh, that would have been good for the frag video, wouldn't it?
Yep. Okay, this was the infamous 6-man sack for the medic. I haven't seen that one before, but
I like the idea. I like the novelty of the idea. I'm not going to go as far as to say I necessarily like the idea, but it was novel, and it almost did nearly work.
It did, but they lost all the space. They lost their own medic, and they're now back on their own last, which is really awkward.
It happens. All right, so process. We last time I remember when I was on with Nighty last time we had the AsiaFortress game up in not a pro game, and I was talking about in Europe what we expect from our last point on process. Right, we have the gun just in the center of the point watching everything. We have snipers looking down all of everything. We have soldiers spamming everything. It's just unpushable. But this time, Mabu Ravu managed to sneak their way in up this 5 side. Managed to get in behind and get some space up towards Panic Room, and this puts the Powerpuff Girls in a really awkward spot because the bombers are able to land in and lots of damage, and a drop comes in over towards Song. The big rockets land and Lolit and Sarkis between them do enough to strip the blue medic of their Uber charge, but how many players are going to live? Ali gets forced on the second point, so it's all for nothing.
It almost could have worked. Ali just ate that one rocket, was down to 31 HP and was forced to use. It's just really bad. It could have been perfect for them. They just must have held it on. they can bin this.
There is a chance to bin this, right? Because they're still up 2 picks. The Ubers are not ready yet. The gun already spammed down. Banana bombing in. Taken down also 3 picks now in the favour of Mabu Ravu. The damage comes in from as well. They're managing to get onto the point. 1 player up is Harrier. Gets 2 on the way back in because Neva's still up and alive. Up in rollout, and I thought that was going to be around them for a moment, but just about when you think it's all over, they don't go down easy, do they? Pump comes in again onto Ali, who lives to fight another day, and I don't quite know how. Second point possibly getting capped up. They're a little bit tentative here on Powerpuff Girls. You kind of understand why. As the re-aggression comes in, it's going to be a 40% advantage, but I thought we were going to be going to 1-0 then for a moment. I thought that was it.
Yeah, I mean, it's still tie game with still 10 minutes remaining. I mean, yeah, we have the bandy config going, right, with the infinite overtime. So it'll be interesting to see how they will use the time to essentially, like, force their way back in. It is at, though, so it'll be interesting to see how they will play this. They're going to send a scout and demo through heaven here. They're going to... Powerpuff Girls will rotate on the other side here onto heaven, and it looks like they're not going to get really a pick going. No cap time. Well, they have a lot of cap time going.
Cap time is great.
The cap time is awesome. Wait.
Oh, it's terrifying.
Banana bombs the demo? Oh. It doesn't look like they get anything else. Ali will at least get out with his life. Unless he meets Banana here with a jump scare behind. Oh no.
It's all over.
Yeah.
It's all over for Ali.
It's over.
Oh, I thought the cap time was going to be enough, especially when that second wave of players managed to get onto the point. They were on for just a moment. Sniper in the forward spawn that does not quite manage to land the shot there down over on towards Kanda. As midpoint is actually going to flip. And this is like perfect scenario for a coast to coast, right? They all live. They're getting uber charged at the right time. They're managing to catch second. They're delaying 1 forward spawn as well. And there's now a chance to walk all the way up into second. They don't want to use it. They don't have to, unless they think they can kill everything here with the Powerpuff Girls. They can try and creep their way in. And look at this. They're taking so much space for free. They're going to have ad for last here.
Yeah, I mean, we've seen the story before, right? Let's see if they can actually convert this. It is really small ant, though. The Mabu Ravu are already at 70% here. They have a gun ready here to stop them from pushing too deep here. The gun goes down here. Kander crosses the point here, tries to get the damage here onto the heavy. Doesn't really take that much here, and it looks like they have to pull this one back. It gets a new Sarkas here with a lot of kills going in the lobby, and they have to pull back the Powerpuff Girls. Never here trades one back, but again, it's another disaster push here for the Powerpuff Girls.
It is, and the kind of the worst case scenario of this is that they're actually at full disad now. They are going to try and bin players in last to try and get behind, and Harrier, the first one to attempt that on the back cab up from top IT. We see it all the time, right? Any div, any region, they'll always try and go for that back cap play, but this time around, it's going to be the soldiers bombing back in, trying to get this force out. There's surely going to have to be a pop at some point from Ali, getting destroyed at the back of the point, but never mind, Ali holds tall. And Kanda can actually somehow live in the midst of all this. Destiny's killed Song in the back line too. Loli going to bomb back in. And what on earth are we watching? Because I thought for certain that Mabu Ravu were going to have to force there. But they win it out. They all live and they get an even bigger advantage. This is more than 100 ad because Song hasn't even spawned yet.
And Caldas comes up to Sniper here. The red alarms have been rung. And let's see if he can get a funny pick going here. 150 on the scout. He's been spotted, so he has to back off immediately here. It is massive disad, so I don't know, maybe get the early gun going. Yep, Harry has already switched to the engineer. And yeah, I mean it's full disad, right? Wait, the medic gets fourth?
They took it aggressive. They decided to try and catch them. They thought with the sniper. I think they thought with the sniper they were going to be playing towards 2, but they weren't really deciding to do that. So 1 kill comes through. But the advantage of this is that, yes, they're at 50 disad, but the medic on Song is so far away from Ubercharge, they can try and squeeze their way through from the side of the lobby, but they're just really struggling to do so, taking a ton of damage. Great work. Look at the combo of Powerpuff Girls rotating left and right. They're locking out everything. And they're doing it so damn well as well. Mabu Ravu in real trouble now. Demo down also. Big advantage now once again for Song and the team in blue as they managed to roll on forwards. I liked the idea, they didn't catch anyone. Yeah,
I mean, it is a really awkward back and forth, right? I mean, it is the nerves, it's the grand finals, obviously. I mean, here comes the trade, never mind, let me shut up for a second here. Down here, tries to get any other pick going. Doesn't look like he's gonna get anything. Oh, excuse me, it doesn't get anything. And yeah, it's just Another stabilize on the mid. Never here bombs the soldier here. An awkward 1v1 on the blue crates, but oh, he does go down. Never mind, he trades here regardless. Lolliot goes here from behind. Nice high bomb going, but it looks like he craters anyway. And again, they have no soldiers here. Just awkward pressure here, and they're gonna lose space once more.
Yeah, the soldiers really couldn't get anything. With Lolliot in particular, I really thought there was going to be good impact on that bomb, but just didn't have the health when landing, and Lau doesn't have any health at all now after being chipped on down by Caldos. The rest of the Powerpuff Girls can walk on the forward. No demo, no traps, no reason to not go straight in onto second, especially when Banana is just flinging in like that over onto the top of the lobby. But Caldos getting a little bit aggressive there, you know.
Wait, what is this?
Going ahead of things. Yeah, down on this is okay. All right, never mind. We're on security cam footage now. Never mind.
Yep. We're playing FNAF right now. This is good. What is the idea here? Okay. Oh, just to get the demo maybe? Wait,
no, the disguise is working. No way.
The disguise is working.
No way.
No way.
Oh.
No.
You hate to see it.
Oh. I hope they like mentally counted like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Wait a minute. 7 players on my team. That can't be right. But it looks like
they're pushing anywhere. The game to Loli is actually worth it. They're trading up back and forth. Sniper is out of the picture because Caldas has been taken down as the rest of the crew over on Mabu managed to stabilize somewhat. Managed to get themselves set up on last. They've not got a gun. They've had to switch things around a little bit. I'm just going to pull the engineer now, as we can see on our cams from Destiny. But now we might have like a first little bit of count. Never mind, we're attacking soldiers. And they've I thought that was going to hit for a second.
Oh my god.
Was that blocked? Did someone eat that rocket for the medic? I couldn't tell.
I think so. Lolliot tries to go for a counter sec early, but gets punished regardless. But Caldas is on the sniper once more. Let's see if he can get a pick going. He's going to try to maybe pressure lobby here. Allow trying to lock down the lobby, but here comes the sniper. Let's see if he can get a pick going. Slowly creeping in to see if he can get a pick. The dispenser goes down. Maybe that's an indication. But the medic tries to play passive. Wait, we're going for a trade. Interesting decision here by Mabu.
I actually kind of love this, right? Into a sniper. They've taken so much space lobby. Like it just means the sniper's forced out. Okay, like you do that when you think you're in trouble. And right. they're genuinely scared. They lost the space. The gun wasn't quite set up. They need to buy time to get their setup going, but it does kind of make sense. It's just the fact that they couldn't get any kills is a little bit awkward there from Mabu, and now the sniper is unleashed. Caldos coming back in with 1 kill already up until Oli. Spam coming through as well. Both soldiers actually down from this side. Meaning the gun, which is honestly in a very peculiar spot, is just spammed down instantly. Never in behind. Might catch the engine of the retreat too, and there's only 1 player left up, and that's going to be a round coming up. Oh, mind what? That's the craziest air shot I've seen all night.
They take the first round, and we have 3 minutes remaining. Oh, goodness.
That really threw me. That really threw me. I was like, in the middle of it, I was like, oh, the round's over, whatever, doesn't matter. And then Neva just hits that. All right, fair enough. Go on.
Yes, we'll be back here. Okay, we're back on mid here. Let's see if they can get some going. It looks like it's going to be a central mid here. Lau with the early sticks here, trying to get the early damage going here. But it looks like Banana up high and wide. Tries to go for any pick here. Gets an early damage heal to the soldier. Doesn't get anything here, but it looks like Mabu here will get a nice cleanup going. It's just a scout left. Harriet trying to leave with his life. And yeah, it's massive. Even full Ubrat here for them this time.
What's Harriet doing?
What's this?
What's the plan? Oh, he's going to take 1v1 with the scout on mid. 1v1 MGE time. Destiny versus Harriet. Who's going to win it out? Harriet!
Oh, he does!
Buys a lot of time doing that as well. That's a really important kill, especially with crits coming up. Like, that crits might well come up in time. Just because they had to bring back players, they still haven't managed to get second yet. And here we go. Right, second point getting capped up. Nearly getting themselves in and ready for a push in towards this last point. We've seen them before with full Uber advantage. Are they going to convert it second time of asking?
Yeah, I mean, they're going for it here as well, but it doesn't look like they got the necessary picks. They lost 2 players here. They lost 3 players in the process, and Yeah, I mean, Powerpuff Girls can just smoothly take back second here, and even mid, honestly, this rate.
That was one of the most uneventful full ad pushes I think I've ever seen. What happened,
Nothing.
right?
It
Like,
just nothing happened.
Yeah, I will say this is either like a terrible push or it is like the best like 3000 IQ play I've ever seen. Because have you seen Song is stuck on crits because they expected to need the crits in the post-viewers. They're gonna have to walk on forward, take the crits.
Here we go.
In big damage.
Oh my god!
It's all a bait because everyone goes down. The crits are dropping nukes all over the place on this red half of the map. Massive damage coming in from Kanda. And now the blue side Powerpuff Girls already all last, already swarming everything, shots landing left and right, banana bombing up towards heaven as well. Everyone falls. It's a full wipe for the team in blue as they can cap up this last point. They're even waiting. They want to try and lock it out. They want to try and hold for 40 seconds. This is a bit ambitious, do you not think?
Wait a minute. This reminds me of Poland, where Mandem has done it to, like, get another round win going to not extend this map any further. So here comes the spawn camp. 37 seconds they have to hold this. It's a really long time, to be fair. But here comes the bomb here. Massive damage here on the left spawn. Absolute chaos once more, but it looks like they're going for it. It's working.
It's actually working.
They got another Uber here, go.
The Uber comes up. They might be in trouble because the spawn wave is coming in 11 more seconds. It's going to be 7 seconds to cap this up when the round is about to end. 5 seconds, 4 seconds on these spawners. They've got to wait for 7 seconds when the spawn wave comes in. There's no Uber charge to hold it. They've been it all the way through the spawn. Big damage from Harriet as well. They're getting the kills. They're getting the frags. 1 second left. They've held long enough as the players cannot flood the point in time. Mabu, Ravu do not manage to make it happen. Powerpuff, a 50-second hold to end the map on product. Absolute destruction, the humiliation that puts into the minds of their opponents. Beautiful stuff. I didn't think they were going to hold it, but they played that to perfection.
Yeah, I mean, that's... Yeah, I mean, Ben, please do. Like, I mean, we've seen this in the last LAN as well, where they just have to hold the point because... Again, if the round timer goes to 0, the next round is essentially a win, right? So they held on to it for a bit longer so they can get the cap to not extend the map further, right?
Yeah, the big... Yeah, we should explain for the Europeans, right? Or like for any Europeans that haven't been watching like Prem or Poland or whatever, right? Like what Luke said, right? Is they want to cap after the round hits 0. Because if it's before, they're going to have to win another one. But like to lock out for 50 whole seconds, like I was pretty shocked in Poland when we saw Mandem do it against Witness on Gullywash. And I don't think Gullywash is probably an easier map to do it on as well, because there's a great high ground you can stand on around the point as well. I like 50 seconds is outrageous. You can build a full Uber in 50 seconds. They could have just sat spawn and built Uber. Like they could do anything, right? Like there's so many things you can try. It's it gets really messy and really weird. But I'm not sure that's the right log, siyo.
Yeah, I was about to say.
Scream. I think that's people from. I think that's some Europeans on that log.
I mean, Boulder played well in the log. I mean, he played well in the log, to be fair.
I will say though again, right? Like, okay, despite like it was another 2-0, we're still yet to see a red round come on the board. It did feel pretty blooming close though, didn't it? Still,
it was close many a times, and I feel like as well for the first map, it's like there are close fights. It's not like it's a complete roll. It's not like we see one team destroy the other. There are some good fights going, but it's really unfortunate that they just cannot bring it home. It's just that last stretch that they just failed to like achieve in this case.
And the real turning point was there was that point where I remember like. It looked to me dead certain that a round was going to come in. They made like a weird exchange on last with Ravu pushing in, and they came back in a second time round. They just killed the heavy on spawn, and it was 2v2, and I believe it was Neva and Harrier clutched up the last 2 kills to win the 2v2, but they were like both low HP as well. Like it was absolute chaos, and like if those frags go the other way, it's instantly around. And I think from that point onwards, the mental just maybe took a bit of a hit. I think over on Mabu, because they've been so close to round so many times, both on product and on process. That arguably was the closest of the lot. but they just can't get it over the line, and it must be frustrating for them. But
100%, 100%.
is
Again,
he trying to slander us in the log? Is he trying to like circle back numbers? What are we going for?
I
here,
just
right?
saw that. Yeah, what is this?
he's
either way,
He's trolling us.
It's a bit trolling, but it's fine. Do we have any information about the third map? Do we know
Sunshine?
What server? Sunshine. Okay, interesting.
I enjoy Process. I'd like to play Process again. You know?
Yeah.
I joke a little bit. Sunshine's fun. I like Sunshine.
Okay, it'll be interesting to see how they will do or how they fare on Sunshine. Another 5 CP map here. I think it's going to be another like a really close back and forward game here, unless the mental, again, like you mentioned previously, has hit them really hard, right? Because they had these close fights, they just can't finish it, and I don't know, maybe it's just something in the back of their minds that just saying, man, like we can't finish fights, we can't get the rounds that we need. It's just like nothing is going our way in this case, right?
Yeah, the clutch factor certainly hasn't been there yet. Maybe they've been saving it up. Maybe they're going to pull the full reverse sweep. You know, win the next two afterwards.
Oh.
We'll be here till what, like midnight Singapore time, right? Like it'll be here all.
It would make history. We've never seen that before, right? I mean,
I'm not too certain. I'm not gonna speak of that. I'm not a big historian in terms of what we have.
Yeah, I don't know myself. I'm just speculating. This could be like the first time. Oh, we've seen this like 5 times before. I have no idea. Regardless, it's a massive feat if they were to reverse sweep them. So again, interesting to see where this is going. But what is that on the feed? Where is he going? Like, we'll see. Great stuff. Yeah.
Yeah, I will say one thing we sort of mentioned in passing a little bit in the cast last time, but that is like worth bringing up again, I think. So first map, we trusted players, which is a big mistake. Never trust players, ever.
Okay. Yeah.
Players are the eternal enemies. We should never trust players.
Fair enough.
We trusted players to use the correct nicknames in game.
Uh-oh.
And they didn't, right? So honestly, the first map, I was just calling people whatever they were called on Steam, right? Which some of them was their real names, some of them was various other things, right? But then for second map, we've actually like got everyone's nicknames, right? And we know who everyone is. I didn't realize that the scout, who I believe was previously called like K3, was it? I can't remember. On product, that's down from Witness Gaming Australia.
Wait, what?
Yeah. Like Lau and Down, both from Witness Gaming Australia, are murking. And for Mabu Ravu in this game. Neither of them on the classes that they played in Denver. But like both classes, they're perfectly happy to play. But so maybe the Australian connection, you know, could be a big deal.
Fair enough. I mean, they haven't really I don't know if they've like made like a dent just yet. I mean, they have lost now twice in a row. So it'll be interesting to see how they will fare on this map. So again, if it starts anytime soon, I feel like there's going to be a lot of strats calling, a lot of discussion going on.
Yeah, what they're doing is they're waiting for us to pull up Scramble and then just just start the game instantly, right? Like that's what we.
What is this on the feed?
It's a good question, to be fair.
Yeah, I mean, it's fair.
I you know, top 10 questions that science still can't answer, right? Like,
yeah, that's true. Yeah,
but no, we've got like.
We have time for Scramble, surely.
Do we? Yeah, we can do like one scramble. You just get the Discord message off stream.
So we have like 15 things on stream right now.
Rubbish off the screen. Right.
Okay. Blue, get the right left. It's 100% left.
Yeah, I am not touching that thing on the right. That was grim.
8 pounds as well. Like grow.
I agree with Luke. I'm going left.
Yeah.
It doesn't look great, but that thing on the right looks horrible. Then my game starts. There we go. I knew it was going to happen.
Oh, God damn it.
Summon the game to start because now we're here with Map number 3, championship point for the Powerpuff Girls. Round number 3. They've done it on product, they've done it on process. Can they do it also on Sunshine? All that stands between them and the Grand Championship of AsiaFortress Spring 2026 could be decided in this next 20 or so minutes as they roll out for this first mid-fight, taking some space up on the top right from both of these teams currently, getting themselves into a good position. Bomb's actually landing in really aggressive onto Song, who's currently just dancing and living, and how on earth does your medic get out of that one? Soldier point blank melee range. Lolly in chat says OMG after that one, by the way, for anyone who can't see that. Lolly is furious.
Oh no, and here comes the cleanup crew once more. Ali goes down, and it's really, really bad. Massive ad here for the Powerpuff Girls. And again, we've seen this, to be fair, we've seen this on the last map as well, where they won the mid-fight, they had Uber ad, and they failed to push. So, let's see if there's going to be a similar story to this, but again, it's just carnage. Just complete dominance.
There's actually no way, though, that Song should live that. That is
no, 100%.
One of the most horrendous situations I've ever seen. There's a little bit of beefing, a little bit of good movement, you know, it's one of those, a little bit of awkward timing as well.
It happens.
It happens, right? They've got a Huntsman sniper up.
Wait, what?
Try and catch some people as they push in. I've seen it before.
Oh.
A couple of times. I've seen it this time because it catches a demo on the way in. The Huntsman might do the work that they need. Does actually fall in trade for this. Lots of space taken on this left-hand side currently for the Powerpuff Girls. Can they get anything more going? Bomb lands in. Neva on to the medic. One rocket over to Ali. Does not quite manage to get anything more on that as now Destiny comes back in. Getting ready to clean up the taunt on the kill onto Banana. That's a little bit troll, isn't it? You know, could be helping out with a push out. Not busy taunting. After one frag on the push, down walking straight into a pipe and a sticky trap nearly goes down. Well, they can settle things up on this second point, finally.
Yeah, I mean, it's a bit of an awkward decision to taunt if you're down 2 maps, but, you know, maybe there's some internal beef going on between these 2 players, but, you know, we take that. And now it's their ad, Mabu Ravu, they're going to push it through Calf. Here comes Lewis here, maybe get some salvage play going. Oh, never mind, he changes his mind, and they're just going to leave through choke regardless. And it's going to equal out on their second, unless the sniper on... Ooh, never here trying to get a lucky shot going.
He's got a really good sight line into mid actually as well. Sees a lot of mid, sees a lot of space, nearly manages to get that shot over onto the soldier. He dances out and away. So here we go now, Powerpuff Girls up against it. Even Ubers, they managed to get their Uber up just in time, but they are under a lot of pressure already because the Uber charge is already in from Mabu Ravu. They've already taken the exchange over on towards Concrete. Players trying to get in to support it. Soldier's going to bomb in finally, but it gets a little bit messy in this post fight. Demo Man down for Kanda and Banana weak 2. They can re-aggress here, Mabu Ravu. If they can get healed up, they can retake this second point and get themselves back in this game. Neva going to go down trade at 1 point for Sarkis. You've got Kaldos trying to get out underneath the point, just about dances away. Just 2 scouts and a medic that's hiding away on the spiral staircase. A very precarious position if they should get bombed and deleted. Kaldos going to fall. Rockets come into Song as well, and Song does escape out just as finally, after the longest second fight I think I've ever casted, Mabu Ravu takes second and can look to move on towards last.
All right, here. Okay, we were equal. Well, not to be really equal Ubers here. It's like 50 nat here. They're going to take this through the left here, trying to get the medic as early as possible. Gets down to a decent sign of health here, but it looks like they're going to get the demo instead here. Candor goes down, and it's an early nice pick going here. Banana tries to go for an equal salvage play going, but it doesn't look like.
Repush is
never
good.
mind. Repush is good here for Mabu Ravu here. Destiny pushes in, gets the point cap going, and the 1v1 of the scout fails to fight here, but never mind. Sarkis, fails the fight here, and Ali gets out with his life, and they failed to push.
Oh, that repush was so close to working. I couldn't catch who the scout was from Powerpuff Girls who got behind in lobby, just decided to run top left, got all the way behind and come back out crates. Worked really well. Pins them in because that repush with no demo could have been really, really dicey for the defending blue team, but here they managed to defend the second point pretty well, haven't they? Both soldiers down already over on Mabu Ravu. They're going to try and walk this one forward actually on Powerpuff, because why not? No soldiers, no real denial, and no demo potentially either, because Lau is getting deleted in choke.
Yeah, I mean, they they're losing players one by one again here. They have the forward spawn, but they're just going to get spammed out here. And yeah, here comes the soldiers. Lots of damage here. The Huntsman Sniper trying to get for a funny pick here. I respected low-key. Doesn't quite get it. Never mind. He gets one, fair enough. But here comes the Uber trade going. The medic's just refusing to use. It's not scared of a single thing here. I respect it. And here comes the push out. Here comes Banana here with the rockets. But again, just trying to create space for his team, which I again respect. But now we're just back to equal Ubers here. Caldas goes down, and it's one scout here to nothing. And they just push back out here. They're giving us up.
Oh, that's so. Please tell me that soldier gets nothing. Okay. Please tell me this soldier. Why did the soldier get a kill? Why did they trade 1 for 1? Why is that allowed to happen?
Hit it! Oh, that shot! Oh my god!
I thought that had hit for a second. I thought that had hit. I saw kills go up in the kill.
I thought so.
To land. I thought we'd just seen history there with that air shot on Valley. Oh my! We've already seen some good ones this map, but that would have taken the cake. Wow! Doesn't quite hit though. Ali lives on for another moment, but how much longer, to be fair, because these Mabu Ravu players are getting pressured out of mid pretty badly.
Yeah, down here tries to go for another trade here, and the Uber pops here for the Powerpuff Girls, and it's again off of a Mabu Ravu. They lose 2 here, even the demo as well, so they lose damage here in the process. They can cap mid for free here, and might as well. I think they're gonna take second here for free as well here. Harrier with a nice base going, and yeah, they just have to give this up as well. I mean, awful trades. They lose players, and it looks like it's going to be a last hold unless Never tries to go for something. Oh my god, 22 HP on Ali. Almost dying in the process, but all good though. We're fine.
That rocket, that was like millimeters away from splash radius. The soldier peaks top right. You can see the little dark mark where the explosion was on the ground. It's despawned now, but oh, it was so close.
Never in doubt.
Terrifying stuff.
I was not worried for a second.
Oh, Ali, terrifying. 10 HP with rockets flying left and right. Oh dear. But one thing I want to note, right? You've got the last setup coming up. I was saying before, you know how teams in different regions holding last. I believe that's a battalion's backup that's getting charged over on Sarkis, which hasn't been banned in AsiaFortress. We banned it in Europe. RGL also banned it. I'm not quite sure about its status over in AsiaFortress or in the South American leagues, but yeah, Sarkis is going to be building it up, and it's building it pretty quickly as well. Already up to almost half on that, but they've got to be careful. They don't want to lose the gun, and they do lose the gun to some nice spam, so perhaps this could be sack o'clock for Powerpuff Girls.
Tries to go for the demo, which is fair enough here, right? Trying to go for the damage, but it looks like it's going to be a trade either way. Down trying to go for some player picks here. Gets one scout. Maybe gets a 2-for-1 deal here. Welcome to Tesco's, but doesn't look like he gets quite the kill here. Gets back out with his life, and again, it's just awkward trades here once more, and we're back on second again.
Yeah, the thing is with those trades, right, is there's a term I've liked to start using recently when there's like a trade like that, and I call it an Uber theft, because they've actually not traded, they've just stolen the Uber completely, because Powerpuff Girls now have full ad because they've never had to use that whole trade. The trade was a complete capitulation, never worked, never got close, and this time around they're now going to jump straight back in with their own Uber charge from top left. And why not? Why not lock out these spawns? Why not take the space they can? Doing a lot of the good space over towards this point. Can they get the kills allowed? Both soldiers going down as well for Mabu Ravu as they try and lumber themselves over towards this point, and they might be doing just about enough, but they all stand away from the point. Just when I thought it was going okay for them in the post-Uber, Neva just caps it out from under their noses.
Yeah, I mean, it's just like, it's just they gate over the finish line, right? Mabu Ravu had numerous chances to like do the similar thing, but it just couldn't pull it through. And again, it's just the Powerpuff Girls that are just way better in controlling the chaos, like knowing what to shoot, knowing where to stand. And again, it's just costing like everything for Mabu Ravu at this rate.
Alright, here we go. Round number 2 on this mid-fight. Big aggression coming this right-hand side from down over towards Neva, chasing down actually and gets the pistol kill. Nice early pick, but it's all about another collapse back in. The second soldier actually coming back down again, coming in with good damage. Players just circling up and around now. It's all eyes on Song, who's currently caught in death corner. Not the position you want to be in this kind of mid-fight with no soldier ready to defend. 27 HP on that blue medic. Does back out, decides to get the health pack. As we come in for what's potentially mid-fight number 2, Demo and Scout each with medics to beam. Who's our money on here?
I think I'm going to put my money on my life here on the Powerpuff Girls, but here comes the trade regardless anyway. Slightly worse for Mabu Ravu here, but it looks like they're getting out with their lives anyway. But, oh, here comes the meat shots here. The demo does go down. Loun here pays the ultimate price, and they get mid for free and probably second as well. But nice bomb here from Never, but doesn't really quite get it. And it's a 1-for-1 trade, but again, it's still way better here for the Powerpuff Girls. Without a demo, it's really hard to hold the doors here.
It is, and the Ubercharge is okay. It's like marginally better from Ali, right? Like it's really not too much in it.
Yeah.
There was a potential there if Powerpuff Girls wanted to try and bin this in with against no demo, but they decided against it, and I understand it because they were waiting for their own spawners. They're a roundup. There's no real need to go for anything too wild, too crazy. So they settle in, and they just wait for their own Ubercharge, and then we're about to see some pressure, some sacks. Some spam, potentially from Valley.
Yeah, here comes the pressure here from Valley, and looks like they're gonna slowly creep in. Never here tries to get ready, but Banana here gets some good damage here on the Soldier, and the Soldier goes down here in Dungeon. Never here comes here up high, gets a nice rocket here on the demo, maybe gets the trade go. Yeah, they do get the demo here, and here comes the Pandemonium. Medic goes down here as well.
No!
Oh, wait. Okay, the Met drops here. It is perfect here for the Powerpuff Girls once more. And again, they just have to stabilize. They don't have to chase this. They can just play the ad, wait for spawners here, and get another round going.
Completely blindsided. We've seen this a couple of times. Calder's getting straight in onto Ali. Complete drop, just unseen entirely up on the concrete. They were so worried about the pressure coming in from Valley that it just, it's completely caught off guard. And now, full Uber advantage once more. We saw this just minutes ago on the Powerpuff Girls trying to get themselves in onto this last time they went into the left-hand side. This time, looks like they're grouping up towards top right, a bit more standard. Speed shot comes in from Banana, lands straight over towards spawn. Tons of space already. Gun taken down on left spawn too, as they can now look to settle themselves in. Heavy is back out. No frags actually found yet. Not an ideal situation if you're on the Powerpuff Girls side, but they have got good space. They have got good cap time too, and they're forcing these red players to stand on the point. But stand on the point they do, and stand on it with their lives, because Naval last up alive, going to be taken down in front of the opposite spawn door. The hold just about does enough. The cap was close though.
It was really close. They had like really nice cap time going. Again, they just couldn't finish their dinner. And yeah, I mean, it's not too bad as well for the Powerpuff Girls. I mean, equal Ubers here again, and it's just going to look like they're just going to hold it. Never mind, they're going to bin it. They're going to just go for it here. Early fights here. And the Never here, ooh, an awkward fight here, but gets it done anyway. And again, Mabu Ravu here, down 3 players here. Another 1v1. Caldas goes down here in the process. And what is going on? Just way too many fights happening here.
Yeah, this is carnage. Why are they doing this? This makes no sense. I'm not gonna lie. This is I don't think slander too hard, but this is not what TF2 should look like. There's 4 different 1v1s happening, all spread around the second point. We've got one in lobby, one in valley. We've got people fighting on concrete, right? Like wherever they find someone, you know, they're just scrapping, right? Like that's not what we should be seeing, right? From either of these teams. It's worked out this time from the Powerpuff Girls, right? Like they've managed to win it out. They managed to get their kills that they needed. But Mabu Ravu now really up against it. They've just done such a good hold as well. They just survived tooth and nail up against that Uber ad push, but now they're facing it once again as the Uber is ripped in from the top right.
Wait a minute. Do I see a heavy on Caldas? No way they're gonna do this, right?
Yes.
The Sandblast? The Sandblast strategy? Here we go. Here comes the suppressing fire here. Oh. Banana here. Oh, nice air shots here onto excuse me, on the Lolliot here. And Caldas here with a nice fire. And again, they just clean up everything. What just happened?
The funniest thing is that I believe the previous game, so the lower bracket final, the final map ended with that exact strat.
Oh really?
It was on
okay.
process. Heavy rolling out from rollout and process in the new grab push. It's great, honestly. On maps like that where you can walk in high ground, where you can see the point at reasonably close range from the high ground like process like Sunshine, it's a genuinely powerful strategy. And that's what we see why in the post fights, when the Ubers are down, the heavy can do so much work. But Lau won't be doing any work on this mid. Neither will Camden either, because both demos taken out really quickly on this one. But just it never really felt as if Mabu Ravu got started on this mid. They're actually Sarkis, no way. You don't get
take the corner.
You don't get it like that. Oh, we've got to be checking those corners, haven't we? Come on.
The control point is being contested.
Oh no. Well, I mean, it's now massive disat here. Mabu Ravu here with a lifeline. Even if those 5 minutes are over, they can still take it back. They just have to win 3 rounds in a row instead. But it's interesting to see. And then again, another fight going on in lower. Haria going all the way. No way. Is he going for backup? Never mind. Unless he gets the fight. Never mind. He gets out with his life, and we're going to stabilize once more. Unless never. It's just constant fights. Destiny goes down. Why not? I mean,
genius. This is genius from Powerpuff Girls, though, right? They want to be delaying like this because this has brought so much time. They've managed to get the medic up. They've managed to get themselves 50% Uber charge, and they've already got a decent setup on the second. This push out now is not easy because they managed to get time for the spawners, especially when Ali is taking 120 damage trying to just turn a corner in lobby. They're terrified, and they should be as well because they can't afford to push this now. That scrapping, that like threatening the back cap, trying to go behind, threatening to collapse the medic, all that stuff. Yes, it lost players and such, but it's bought so much time now. Powerpuff Girls, they can actually get themselves set up.
I mean, yeah, if you are the side of Powerpuff Girls, why do you need to push? You could just run down the clock and use the additional time you have been left to push for last, right? I mean, in this case, at least, I would do that. I mean, why push now? I mean,
I have another question for you, Luke. Right? What are your thoughts on?
Yeah, go on.
Huntsman versus Huntsman, like sniper v sniper duels.
Are we just like, I don't know, like protesting the sniper rifle here? Like what? It is a funny strategy.
Both of them were on Huntsman for
about Oh.
Imagine. Imagine. Well, not going to work this time. But I like that we've seen the Huntsman. I know we've seen Gazi use it a bunch in Europe, and I like that people are willing to experiment with it because it can be good. You know, you can like fade away shots and stuff. You don't have to be too precise with it. It does a lot of damage to the body shots with a really quick charge up. You know, it's like
I mean, I guess, but would you give up the hit scan for a projectile then? This like the sniper rifle is like really powerful on its own. I mean, why replace that in the first place, right?
I guess that's it's a deal that these are clearly willing to make, right? Like they're getting good value out of it too, right? Like in these situations where they're getting ambushed, they try to go for flicks like that. 120 damage over towards Song. And
oh my god, he gets it!
No way! The second one comes in. The damage is just enough. Song goes down with the drop. 2 body shots with the Huntsman, and now the rifle back up from Navy. You were talking about this. The rifle now coming. See, can you do better with the bullets versus the arrows? Because we've just seen some magic coming in from Sarkis with the bow. But Neva goes down, and they hang on to the second point. Mabu Ravu get themselves back in full Uber advantage, and a double body shot with the Huntsman from a reasonably long distance as well. Brilliant stuff.
Unbelievable. You know what? Fair enough. I'm convinced. Everything I just saw in this entire sequence, I'm now for the Huntsman. This is perfect.
All right. Well, are we for the Huntsman pushing into mid, because this Huntsman is still up. Let it be known, right? The Huntsman is still there, still trying to spam away, and seems to be already going kind of okay. They're going to be a bit careful of Neva because they haven't checked the cord either. No, not again. It literally happened 2 minutes ago. You did that to the enemy team minutes ago. It was the corner on the opposite side, right? Like it's a different corner, to be fair. But we've just seen that happen. Check the corners.
Hey, it happens to the best of us here.
Please tell me the Huntsman gets something, by the way.
Please. Hit it. One more time. Oh. The sniper goes down here, and they're losing more players one by one. I feel like, again, if they lose the medic here as well, it's completely over. They're going to use here just for safety, chasing the medic here in dungeon. The medic here on barely any HP if the medic does go down in the end, and yeah, I mean, they still have the forward spawn here. Maybe a counter set going. Oh, here we go. The med does go down here.
That is brilliant from Sarkis. The movement is insane. That movement to live as well, the entire thing, is absolute insanity. Sarkis has dug the team out of an outrageous hole. They should never have been in to begin with, let's be honest, because they didn't check that corner. But still, to walk out of forward spawn, to do that movement, to jump in and around, and to get the kill into Song, get themselves back into this round again. This was doom and gloom, right? Just moments ago. Right, this was a potentially round series and championship losing moment for Mabu Ravu, but now they're back in the game. 5 seconds left as we tick into infinite overtime. So we sort of... I wanted to explain this last map, by the way. We didn't really have time because of how that ended, right? But we've just hit infinite overtime. And you can see at the top of your screen it says OT first to 3. And that means it's first to 3 rounds wins this map now because it's one more than what the highest team had. So Powerpuff Girls 1 round will win the tournament for them. Mabu Ravu need 3 rounds on Sunshine to send it to our map number 4. We're going to have to start with some kind of good sack in onto second because they've managed to get some plays in behind. But they've got to get something going.
Yeah, I mean, again, it's like infinite overtime. I'm not really used to that personally from being on the side of Europe here, so I don't know what the general idea and strats are. I assume it's just like the same gameplay, right? If you were... Like, again, you have infinite time. Like, you could have infinite strategies potentially, right? If just one push doesn't work, you just try the next, and you try the next, and you try the next, so...
Yeah,
it's an equal... Yeah.
It's not the least stressful situation ever if you're on Powerpuff Girls, right? Like, this is the easiest way you can win a cup, right? You just like, okay, they still have to cap something, they still have to win 1 round, but they've basically got 3 goes at it. Like, they can like mess up badly twice and concede rounds, and that can take however long they want, and they're still in the game.
Yeah, 100%, right. I mean, like, it is a battle of attrition, right, as well, because you could be theoretically here forever. We could be here forever, technically, right? So we hope that they have a strategy going to essentially, you know, win this map potentially. But Mabu Ravu here fed a player really early. It's really bad here from down. And Banana here up high and wide. Ooh, tries to go for the air shot. I like the humble attempt here. But here comes the trade regardless. Tries to go for the medic. Oh, he's not using. He holds. Oh, he holds. He gets the pack as well. The scout here might feed as well. Doesn't take a lick of damage. And he lives.
It's another Uber theft.
Oh no.
Genuinely really well played from Zong though. Honestly, like, it's easier to say, oh, in the situations, right, it's always easier to say, right, oh, the scout beefed, whatever, right, they missed everything.
Yeah.
Fair enough, they could have hit, right? But the movement like that, to play like sort of dancing in and out of like your own player's hitbox, knowing when to go for the pack, like how to make yourself as hard to hit as possible for the scout, like it just genuinely takes skill. And Song played that really, really well. But in the meantime, like what are we doing on mid, right? They've lost 2 players. They're now big disadvantage. Like what went wrong there? Like what are we doing?
Yeah, what has happened? Mabu Ravu have add once more. I mean, they have the space here. They could just bin it, honestly, and they do take this beam, though they don't have quite yet, so 1 bomb could ruin this entire ordeal. They have a sniper in forwards here. Caldos goes down as well, and they're just backing off again. Banana here tries to get a lucky shot going. I, again, respect it, but he switches back to Soldier to, you know, stabilize on last, potentially.
Alright, what are we thinking? Are we thinking sniper? Are we thinking spy? Are we thinking battalion's backup? Are we thinking heavy? Huntsman sniper? And what are we thinking here for breaking into last? Even Ubers.
Oh. Even Ubers? Probably a sack, but looks like down goes down anyway, so it's his decision if he wants to switch from off class immediately, but the Powerpuff Girls, they're taking this aggression. They're saying this 1 player this is enough.
Oh, the bomb!
But, ooh, nice bomb here from Never, and Ali gets forced, and they're just trying to make anything happen, but yeah, Powerpuff Girls already left. They're long gone. They're not going to get a single player here, so they have to back off here for free.
But the thing is, right, now this push out, it should be clean, okay? With you, Chad. You're going to be a little bit careful about players getting behind, about players trying to do some funny business, about players trying to collapse in the post. If the Sarkis, the version trying to behind, is taken out. 1-for-1 trade with Calendars. Banana going back into lobby to cover up these players on the flank who are running in towards last, dragging this combo left and right. And this is the situation you don't want to be in if you're on Powerpuff Girls. As their push out has been kind of a disaster, right? Like they've not pushed out at all. They've not managed to leave. They had to go back to deal with backcappers. And it's a dangerous situation. And this is where I'm gonna like, we've got like 20 seconds right before a push happens, right? I'm gonna call myself. At Poland, I was asked in meter midi, how would you push out of Sunshine last? My answer was I wouldn't, right? With full ad. I said I actually wouldn't with ad. And I was laughed off the couch for that. But there we see exactly why it's a problem, because we've seen how the Uber charge up and ready for Mabu Ravu as they managed to get themselves in. and managed to get some good space towards the glass point, but can they do enough when the counter was coming in?
Yeah, it's another failed push here, which is a shame, right? I mean, they had a plan, obviously, but it just didn't quite work out here. And it looks like the medic and the scout goes down as well. It's just Ali here with a 1v1, and he dies. And yeah, it's just disaster once more. We're back on mid, down here with the forward sniping here, trying to get any salvage play going, but I don't think it will happen. It's just comfortable for the Powerpuff Girls. Again, just every single time they're... Wait, what is this on the feed? I'm sorry. Sorry, I need to lock in, sorry. So Canada comes forward here.
Fair enough, you know.
It's fair enough. Yeah, so Canada goes forward here, traps the forward spawn to get the sniper off to the forward spawn here, and it is a slight ad for them. So they're just going to build and slowly push and pressure here to second to, well, get them off second, essentially.
I'm gonna say possibly the stupidest line I've ever said in my entire time casting. I think Mabu Ravu have been really good this entire series, apart from winning rounds. Because every time they're in a position to win a round, it feels like they just fall apart completely. And here they're getting sort of snowballed, coast to coast, whatever you want to call it, one side to the other, because this might be tournament point. Because the Uber charge is in, no Uber in sight yet for Ali, who's having to duck and weave away and is killed on the way back to spawn. Does not get the chance to use an Uber charge back into this fight, as there's now only 3 players left alive to try and defend any dream of coming back in this AsiaFortress Invite Grand Final, but it's not going to be, because the Powerpuff Girls 3-0 in the map and in the series, clean as you like. They win it out once more. So congratulations to them. They are your AsiaFortress Invite Spring 2026 Grand Champions.
Yeah, GG's. I mean, I'm honestly surprised that Mabu Ravu couldn't even take a single round, let alone, like, come back in any way, shape, or form. Again, you mentioned this earlier, right? They've been a good team, like, no doubt, but they just couldn't get over the finish line at least once, right? So it's a shame, but in the end, you know, the better team won here, and the Powerpuff Girls deservingly are your Spring 2026 AsiaFortress Invite champions.
Yeah, it's a weird one, right? Because like you really look at this and you think, you get 0 rounds across 3 maps. They must have been destroyed.
Yeah,
but no, it was genuinely close, right? And I think it's kind of testament to Powerpuff Girls, right? It's like they never like kind of gave up in any situation, any round, right? They always made it as hard as possible to be broken down, and even when it was big discard, even when on product they were trying to scramble at the end of rounds to get their timer over the line, right? At every moment, they just had that extra gear to go into to just make things awkward and really put the question to Mabu Ravu, and I just think Mabu Ravu just couldn't deal with it. They were sort of too ahead of themselves at that point. They were thinking, oh, we're in a position, it's looking good. Right? They weren't thinking about, you know, they weren't ready in a position to respond, and we saw it with some of these Uber charge pushes, and we saw it with some of the players on Koth as well. But deserved win from the Powerpuff Girls. I don't know if it's a first win for any of them. I know a lot of that roster were on the T6 team that won last season. So, sort of no surprise they're coming back in as favourites, maybe establishing a bit of a legacy up at the top of AsiaFortress. But they got logs on the screen. It was some pretty good showings there, wasn't there?
Oh yeah, 100%. Again, it's like we've seen it from like start to finish. So it's I mean, obviously a shame they couldn't get a single round on any of the maps, but they played well in the sense that it was a close game and it was entertaining for all of us to watch and enjoy. So, well, some had doubts that it's going to be like a roll on all maps. It wasn't in the end. So, again, we had close fights.
You know, I'm mega pleasantly surprised, right? Because I came into this, I saw that it was 4-0, 4-0 on 2 Koth maps.
Yeah.
In the upper bracket final, I was like, this is going to be over in like 20 minutes.
Yeah.
But,
yeah.
But no, we actually had a good fight. And yeah, credit to Mabu Ravu, right? Like they did step up compared to the upper bracket final performance. They did have some great moments. And in particular, I love the Huntsman. Huntsman, I want to see that again.
Speaking of, we have Never joining us here for a quick interview here. Good win. Nice win. You are the Invite AsiaFortress champion. So how do you feel about that win?
Not that great, to be honest. I feel like we could have played better. But I mean, Mabu Ravu, they played pretty well with the 2 Australians coming in. Pretty clutch for them too, because it's pretty last minute for them. So thanks to them for playing. But even though I think I'll speak for the rest of my team, I think the scoreline was not as dominant as what we would have liked to see.
Yeah, it's something I want to ask, right? Because you played them in the upper bracket final, right? And I will admit, I personally didn't watch that game, but I've seen the logs from it, and I've seen it was a 4-0, 4-0, right? You kind of, from my eye, from briefly looking at it, it looked like you kind of destroyed them. Like, was it like, do you think that the Mercs helped them out here? Do you think they stepped up, or is it like, again, you're saying it's more on sort of you guys that this was like a lot closer to the final?
It's definitely a mix of both. I think they definitely improved as a team, like irregardless of the mercs they use, even though I do think it was a massive upgrade for them. But I mean, I've been kind of sitting in on this team and giving them like tips and pointers as well throughout the season, and I think they have improved a lot, especially considering this team formed last season. So even though the result is kind of iffy, I think they should be proud of how far they came.
Yeah, fair enough. Excuse me.
I did turn you, Luke, before, so you can go. Yeah.
No. It's honestly fine. Again, were you surprised that the fights that you had, like on all, like across all maps, were like this close, or were there like some, I don't know, maybe like some communications issues that we were led to believe that some of the fights were really close?
To be honest, most of the time when we're in game, we don't really try to pinpoint like, oh, what exactly went wrong. We're kind of more solutions oriented in the sense that we know this isn't working. We're not gonna like deliberate on it too much. We're just going to try something new and fix it. And then in between maps, we'll kind of discuss like the communication issues. For example, I think we've had a little bit of a problem on product with Ahmed being caught alone sometimes, but I think we fixed it for subsequent maps. It's just about the kind of like the mental resilience to stick it out especially in the grand final.
Right, there's one thing I sort of want to ask, because I believe I saw you using it at some point, right? Like, we very rarely see the huntsman in Europe, or the bow or whatever, right? Like we saw a lot of it on Sunshine. Like, is that like what's like the it's not something we really experiment with much. Right? I've seen Gaz use it a couple of times, but that's literally it, right? Like, what's the theory? Because obviously you guys were like having some really good effect with it on Sunshine.
I didn't even know my sniper was running Huntsman, to be honest. I thought he was a sniper rifle. But I think it's the same as I know someone runs the Classic in Europe. It's the exact same reasoning. I think he just thinks it's good, right?
Oh, okay.
Sarkrees is known as like a Huntsman demon. That guy's actually really good with the Huntsman, so I'm not surprised he pulled it out.
No, fair enough. No, it was that's cool. And yeah, Luke, were you gonna jump in? Sorry,
No, it's fine. It's fine.
There's one thing I want to ask. I always like to ask people when they just won, right? Like, maybe it's sort of a lesson from me, unless Luke's got one after, right? Who do you think like is your like MVP for the game? Like, who like, shout out someone from your team, you know, who did really good today? Like, at least in comms, in gameplay, or whatever, right? Like, who went sort of above and beyond and helped you win today?
I'll always say like Banana's the GOAT. I think he's the best soldier in Asia. He was kind of powering through like a stomach ache in the middle of the maps. So, I mean, he was doing God's work in helping us plow through the finish line.
Yeah, fair enough.
Yeah, great stuff. But yeah, Luke, have you got any?
Personally, I don't actually. Now that I think about it, I'm just mesmerized by the feed that I'm keep seeing on my screen. But no, you guys have played really well. It was a really nice showing. Again, first time not only casting an organization, but like seeing an AsiaFortress game. It was a really nice insight. It was really nice and enjoyable. So thank you. That was really nice.
Yeah, and I believe, Nevit, you also like I in the last game that we did in the lower bracket game, you've been talked about by siyo about an event next year, right?
I've heard it.
You've heard?
I've heard.
It's great. You should do it. It's really good.
Well, I'll be in Europe for the foreseeable next few months.
Okay.
So I'll touch in a season of ETF 12 too, or maybe a LAN.
Oh, you think?
One.
Nice. Well, there's one starting like literally next week. Like,
Yeah, I won't be
Europe.
there in time, but you know, I'll be
No,
there at the end of the
they
year.
let you join rosters halfway through if you're like, you know, if you ask the admins, they'll let you do it. So
Well,
yeah,
we'll see how that works out.
might be able to hop in. But no, yeah, be great to have you. But yeah, thank you, Nib. I guess you've got any more shout outs, we can move on and sort of wrap up Scrandle and then get going, because I imagine it's probably quite late over in over for the AsiaFortress reviews. It's also quite early for siyo as well, who's been up since like 8 this morning to produce this one. We've got the truly global cast. Have you got any sort of last shout outs? Who's
Shout out to my boy Hez. He was originally like not free this weekend for the grand final, so I was subbing him, but he came back today. But I shamelessly stole his spot. So shout out to Hez. Shout out to my team in general. Did a good job throughout the season. And yeah, shout out to my boy Rui. Yeah.
Yeah, fabulous. Thank you so much, and congratulations on being the champions again of AsiaFortress Invite. I believe not your first time round, is it? I believe I saw you the T6 from last time, right? Like you're yeah,
It's
well
not
done.
the first rodeo. Yeah.
No,
Thank you
well
so much for the
done,
cast as well.
You did great, and congratulations. But I guess in terms of the stream, siyo, are we gonna finish Scrandle? Are we gonna wrap up? What are we gonna do? We're finishing
Hell
Scrandle,
yeah.
okay.
We have to finish it at least.
So,
Okay,
yeah.
so
There we are.
back to
And then
business.
Neva's gone. So yeah, thank you again, Neva, for hopping in for the interview. It'd be great to
Thank you.
great to chat, and well done as we go back and look at some diabolical pictures of food on the internet.
To be fair though, this one is actually good.
This one looks.
This is
What are
good.
we thinking?
I like me a good burger, but the pizza one actually, like, it looks really good as well.
Where's the pepperoni?
I don't know. I mean, it is a really tough one, to be fair. I would go for the right one, personally.
Yeah, I would.
I don't know.
I just know the Americans that vote on these things look like they really like burgers.
Make a pick.
So, I don't know. See, I'd be going left, but I want to give siyo a deciding vote on this.
Yeah, you know what? See you can decide.
Okay. I picked left.
Yeah, fair enough.
Siyo's picking left. Siyo's picking left.
American. Let's go, American.
What the fuck is
No,
this?
I think it's America. It's America bias, right? They love. Oh my god, what is that? Like...
What is this?
Okay.
This is awful. £4 as well.
The right one looks well good. That right one actually looks really good.
The right one is fine. What is this on the left?
Nah. Why are we? Why? Oh, I see Twitch chats complaining about the right one. There's no way. There's no way people complain about the right one. There's no way.
I
You don't think
think
Americans
it's just.
were scared of bitches or something?
I think it's because of presentation, right? Because fair enough. But guys, come on. If you had to make a choice, why would you go for the left one? It doesn't even have enough bread for the sausage. You eat like.
Just pick the right. The right is where it's
Right,
at.
yeah, right is right.
It's
it has to be
100% right.
surely,
It has to be right. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, like that fry up looks well good.
What?
Oh, no.
Yeah, there we go. It should actually way well.
What is this?
No. siyo,
What is this?
How have you picked this day for the stream? What is this?
What is that really a grilled cheese?
Are you worried about the grilled cheese?
Where
Why
is
has it got like a
the hot dog?
I actually
this is on
think
the hot
I'd
dog
like
now.
actually no, but like the right one you do die, right?
It's just mold.
The left one, is that like a spider or something? What is it?
That looks like
That is horrendous. No,
This
get
is-
this off my screen. Click
Left,
left and get it off my
left.
screen. I actually don't want to look at that anymore. I actually, there's no way. Get it off.
People would
Like,
rather eat mold. Okay, I'm
no,
done.
what?
Nah. What is
As
this?
if that wins.
Okay, hold on. Unknown location 2025. What do you mean?
What, you mean like the floor or something?
The floor. Free for scavengers.
there's some free carcinogens on the
Scavengers is
cheese dog.
outrageous. Right. There's one point I want to make. The right one, have you seen where it's from?
Manchester United. We're picking left.
Ooh.
Yeah,
We're
right has
picking-
Wait.
Manchester United debuff.
We are picking left.
Wait. Okay.
I also don't think left looks that bad. It's only £1.75. And
Yeah,
like,
there
I
you
think
go,
that could be
like-
legitimately nice. The right one, like, yeah, is horrendous.
Meat, cheese, panini.
Wait, have you got like a link saved to the
I
to the cheese panini?
I do.
This is so sad. Okay. Yo! Okay.
No, I have,
Do you
I
get-
have a funny
do you-
scramble story for after this. But yeah, that
Yeah.
one
Okay, it has
left,
to be
left
left.
just wins easily, right? Like left looks
Yeah.
well good.
The sausage is way too big, but honestly, bro.
No, it looks well good. And the beer, it might not be part of it, but the beer is in the photo.
Yep, so it's a buff.
Left wins.
I
And
can't
it's
believe-
Germany as well, so
I
go
can't believe
on.
that's £4 or £4. I mean.
Yeah, no, yeah, it'd be awful. It's his brightness expensive, right? Like left,
Yeah.
easy win for left.
Yeah. Siyo, do the honors.
Okay. Woohoo!
Yeah, 9 out of 10.
Yeah.
Fair enough. That,
Honestly, right? That scramble, we got all of the ones that made sense correct, except the one where they actually both kill you, and we just got the 50-50 wrong. Like, but no, I had I went to a friend's house the other day. Well, we had a group meetup with like 10 or so of us, right? Went on someone's house, and they were like, "Oh, do you want to I was like, "Do you want to pull some games?" When they tell us that, "Oh yeah, do you know Scrandle?" And I was showing them Scrandle. They'd never played
Yeah.
before. And we pulled it up, and the first one is like the Hungarian paprika onion bread versus Man United cheese panini. Like that's the first one they saw. I was like, "Oh, can we not?"
What? Wait. If I may interrupt real quick,
Look at
what
the-
the
look at
hell
this
is that
one.
on the screen?
This is the Friday scramble for
Caffeinated-
this week.
Caffeinated apple pie contained. Why is it in like a tube that you put like glue in? Like what?
Caution: do not use. Do not use if tube is swollen. What?
I'm more curious
There's
what,
no
what
way
the
that's real,
Chinese
right?
what the Chinese one is. I guess it's like some
Meal
military
ready
ration.
to. Oh
It's
my
a
god, it's,
military
it's an
ration.
MRE, isn't it? Yeah, like
It's an MRE, yeah. Soldier ration.
no, the left one's probably all right. If you just like, put it in boiling water or whatever, the left one's probably all right.
Okay, we'll go for
That
we'll go
right
for
one is
soldier
not
ration.
all right.
Free.
That right thing should not be. There's
Oh my!
no way.
What is that
Get
on
this
the
off
right?
my screen, man.
What is
Get
that on
off.
the right?
I mean, yeah, this is the worst I've ever seen. This is like
Is this? Are these just Are these just like soldier rations?
Oh, this is a U.S. ration versus U.S. ration matchup. So I guess this Scrandle today is rations.
So it's
Oh.
trash versus garbage. Alright,
Fork founded kitchen.
fantastic.
What would you
Oh,
pick, Ben?
man.
Let's give Ben the ultimate deciding.
I don't want to pick. I don't want to pick.
I think Silence is still in the
I-
chat, or what? Somebody else.
I'd go left just on the basis that like
Give it to Cayman.
dodgy chicken scares me.
The right one looks raw, to be fair. so,
Cayman,
like,
make the pick
yeah.
for us. Oh, oops.
Yeah. But no, I think we
Left one for sure says Cayman. Okay, Cayman has good taste then.
left one for sure. Okay,
Yeah.
yeah.
Oh my! Oh, it's
Oh
just
my
freeze frame.
days. Oh my days. This is.
I mean, I'm,
Why?
honestly, the sausage gravy and biscuit kind of looks really good though.
Does it?
It does. It really
Speak
does.
for yourself, CEO.
Yeah.
Like-
This.
You have you never had gravy and biscuits?
No.
If you had a long
Why would-
day
why
and you
would I have-
came
why
home
would
to
I have
see
a
that,
like, I guess to be fair, like American like gravy and biscuits is different, right?
Isn't that called like in British the slur, the F slur, or something like that?
No, that's meatballs. That's
Oh,
meatball.
okay.
But
So I
yeah.
guess we just pick right then.
I don't know.
yeah, you know what? I'd rather go for like freeze-dried
hurting my
strawberries.
head. This is hurting my head.
Go on to take the ride, just quick, just do it.
We'll have the right. This is the problem with like the Friday scrandles. They always give you the most asinine
Oh
food.
my god!
The right one actually looks delectable.
No, it doesn't.
That's just chicken noodle
No,
soup.
no, the right that looks all right. The right one.
I don't know about the
What
left
is that
one.
color?
That's just chicken noodle. That's just chicken broth.
Fine, we'll go with the right one. Just
Like
ended
a-
just.
Oh my gosh, we're so good.
Okay,
Plus, it's Ukraine versus
get his-
USA. You have to know if like a European country is up against a US country, then you always pick the European one.
Yeah, what do you do in this situation though? Honey mustard and onion
Right
pretzels.
has to win. Right has to win.
No, it's gonna be
N-
left.
n-
Trust me.
What
you
do you-
think?
what-
You could go if you want to go left, go for it. Right?
No.
Okay.
John Roxy in the chat. Pick it out for us. Right or left?
I personally, I'd go left just to taste that shit.
Left. Okay.
Sorry.
See, I told you, John has taste.
Oh my god! Right.
Chili and macaroni, elbow macaroni and tomato. What is elbow? Oh yeah, I know. Okay.
I was just the shape.
They
of the
both
pasta.
look fine.
Yeah, this one's hard.
Honestly,
I think you just have to pick one which has the
Yeah.
better looking photo. Like the left one has so much pixels in it.
I mean, I guess I go with the right one. I mean,
Oh,
it's
here's that.
essentially the same.
I don't see myself joining the military anytime soon. I'm not gonna lie.
Well, I mean, the right one has chili in it. The left one doesn't have any beef in it. So
Yeah, I'll
true.
go with chicken. Yeah, go with the right one. Go on.
we're so
Yeah,
good at
there you
this.
go.
We're so good at this.
Oh no,
Oh my gosh, what
Oh,
is
no.
this?
white bread. Wait, white bread from 1965.
Wait, what? I love how it says free for veterans on the bottom left, and then on the right it says free for soldiers.
What do they want to kill off their veterans if they eat this? Like what? I guess I'll. Oh man, I'll go with the right one because it's up to date.
What?
Oh my days.
Oh my.
It's just troll, isn't it?
Oh wait. I don't smoke cigarettes, so I don't know.
But why
And
does
then
the
it's
right
just-
one say no? Hold on. Why did it say meal ready to smoke on the second one?
Meal
Tell-
ready to smoke.
That's funny. That's funny.
That's
I'll
good.
give it
That's
that.
good.
That's funny.
I don't know. I don't smoke. I don't know what's better, Camus or Chesterfield. Any smokers?
No,
in
I
chat?
don't have a clue. Just
Let's
click
see.
whichever.
We have to consult John and Cayman.
My
John-
my voice is going anyway.
Yeah,
I'm,
same.
I was already a bit dead before this.
John says camel, so we have to go with camel.
All right.
Wasn't
Go
planning on
camels.
planning
All
on
right.
casting.
Well, we hit the
Yeah,
community
yeah.
average.
There we
All right.
go.
GG's.
Beast. GG's. Yeah.
Okay, well, Call it a day.
Do we have any closing words, Ben? Do you have anything to say?
No, thanks
to
for having
close
us.
it?
It's good. Cheers for coming, Luke. Hope you had fun. Cheers for producing against you and getting up at whatever hour in the morning on a Saturday. And cheers to chat for watching and having a good time, hopefully. I know Scrandal kind of scared a few of us at the end, including me. But it was good.
Yeah.
It was really nice. And
Well-
yeah, it was great. It was actually a really good game. I was worried coming in. I actually thought it was going to be a roll coming in, but like I just wasn't.
Yeah.
And that's great. So nice.
Yeah. Yeah. Thanks again, siyo, for having me. It was my first ever official cast on any organization, so it was really stressful and nervous, but we got through in the end. So yeah, it was really fun. Really nice to see the cast. We saw some great moments in there, and yeah, I'm glad that this happened. GG's.
All right. See you all for RGL or whatever's happening next.